man. Yourself?
So what's been going on, mate? I think you had a Play It Up catch up recently with some of the
Yeah,
guys.
we went down to Arth in Tagan.
Mm,
It seems to be the place to go. Great coffee, hey?
nice. That's what you want.
Yeah, great coffee, and there's always like a couple of spare tables, so it's not like it's never busy. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a nice mix
Mm.
of people having a coffee and a chat. There's no posing going on. Yeah, it's good. Good
Yeah,
place.
it's not one of those cafes people will sort of set up their laptop and pretend like they're writing their next novel or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's Tagan. Dagen's
Yeah.
alright, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a shithole, but it's not like upper
Yeah,
class, is it?
no, there's no like Tagan Heights. Yeah,
Tagham Heights.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
kind of
right.
like I think it's a happy middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nice. Like you could probably buy a house there for less than a mil still.
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
reckon you could. Yeah,
that's becoming more and more difficult
yeah, yeah.
in and around Brisbane. Tagham still counts as Brisbane, yeah?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Brisbane goes all the way to Redcliffe, like the city limit.
Right.
So yeah, 20 k's.
And Logan the other way. That's a different city, isn't it, Logan?
Yeah, city of Logan. Yeah,
Yeah. Welcome to the city of Logan.
city of Logan.
Hey,
Yeah,
God, mate. Yeah, nice. So that was with Dennis and Mike and Neil. Did they all make it?
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. You can make it.
This loser couldn't make it. What did I have to on?
Hopefully, some pants.
Maybe some pants.
Maybe some pants. Yeah.
I mean, if I was missing it because I
Uh
wasn't wearing pants, then that's a pretty good excuse.
yeah. They warned you the first time about that.
Yeah, they did. They said we know it's Taken, mate, but we
Yeah.
have some
Hey,
standards.
come on, fella. Yeah.
Come on, little fella. I think they said.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, so you guys had a catch up, just chatting away, catching up about life.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, I got a. It's sort of like an early break here in the schedule, but I did pick up Super Metroid from Mike.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
the
That was a
German
very.
version.
Yeah. Well. Well. Yeah. It's still UKV region, but on the sort of, I guess, the scene at the end where you got to escape. That's
Yep.
definitely German and French. I think you can set it to.
Okay, but not
Well,
English.
oh, it's got both. There's like subtitles underneath.
Ah, you can set it to
That's
English.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's English and then German or French underneath.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I seem to remember uh, when we bought it back in the day. I seem to remember that happening on the version we bought as well. So I
Yeah.
don't know how exclusive that is, or maybe they just like made umpteen thousand units and pushed them out everywhere. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I imagine that they would just whatever's more efficient, like give if the option of English is already in there, and it like just put the same ROM on, like to make the carts and everything the same, and then just change the label for when you need
Yeah,
to. I guess. Yeah, there was. I definitely remember games having like multi-language options. I'm guessing the ones that they would make in the States would probably just be English only.
yeah, true.
And in Japan, a lot of
Yeah,
them would just be Japanese only. But these days, yeah,
it was,
most things are multi-language. You
it
get
was
options.
that was back in the loose days before they had the region numbers. It was just a bit of a free for all, I think.
Yeah, right. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Um,
about yourself? What have you been up to?
I'm sick at the moment, and but so yeah, just trying to recover from that. I didn't take any days off work, so I wasn't that sick. But I should have. Would have been nice to take a day off and just play games all day. But
Yeah,
hopefully that's what I'm doing after the podcast because I don't. The missus is going out with who our new housemates, Mark and Lena, are living with us. So that's Michelle's brother and his partner. They are visiting from Germany on a 6 month working holiday in Australia. I think 5 months is how long they'll be here for before we go to Japan with them in February, and then they go home from there. That's the plan
yeah, great.
anyway. But they are loving
Okay.
it, so who knows? We'll see if they extend it or not. I don't know if they can, with because they've got jobs waiting for them back home, but maybe they can. Um, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I need to show them the Netherworld and One Up. Um, Take them to Pincadia as well. Play some pennies there. The arcade section there. I'm not sure how good it is now, but it was never the best. It was more very casual, which is fine. The super nerds like us, when you've got other options like Netherworld and One Up, you're just going to go there, aren't you?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
go to Pincadia for pinball for sure.
yeah.
Um, and oh man, the pinball collection, just while it's in my brain, upstairs at Laser Force is massive now too. Like they've got a whole room full of pennies. I don't know if you've ever been up there. I went up to take a whiz,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
thought, oh, I'm gonna check it out. Um, so that's really cool. If you're into pinballs, go to Laser Force, go to One Up as well, and go upstairs to Laser Force and
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, surprising amount of real estate up there. Hey, like it
Yeah,
just sort of it goes back further than what you think it is when you drive in there to start with,
yeah,
and then you go upstairs and you're like, man, there's like sections everywhere here.
big time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah,
Seems way bigger than when I was a kid, to me at least.
yeah.
Uh,
Have you
Laser
been
Forces.
to
Mm.
Laser Zone in Warner?
No.
That's been there quite a while. Hey, and they last I don't know couple of years they did a massive upgrade, and
Right.
it's enormous. Yeah,
Cool.
it's huge. It's like a whole warehouse extension added
Sick.
onto it, and they got like Dodgem cars and interactive games, and
Wow.
um, yeah, yeah, and they've got maybe I don't know 10 games, I guess.
I'll have to
It's
check
not
it
too
out.
bad. Like yeah, yeah, you can definitely spend a few hours there. Like it's not terrible. Yeah,
Not terrible. That's a good
like
review.
well, what are their sponsors? But you know what I mean? Like you're thinking, oh man, this is going to suck if I'm going to play the laser game or I'm going to be bored. Like there's enough different things to do that
Yeah.
if you were there, like because I went there because my daughter and her friends wanted to. I think they had some free tickets or something, like a session pass or whatever.
Cool.
And I went along and I was a bit like, oh, this is going to be, a very awkward 2 to 3 hours of like playing this laser skirmish. And then in between, I'm going to be like, oh, geez, what's going on? But I actually found that I was playing the game so much that they'll calling my name back in. I was like, oh, I just started up something. You know what I mean? Like, I think they had like Metal Slug and it was a pretty cool, I think it was like one of the 1940, maybe it was 1943 or 19XX or something they had there.
Okay.
So I was ripping into that, and then we had like three sessions to do the actual laser skirmish, and I was like, oh, dude, each time I was like up to the boss or something. I was like,
Ah, let me
yeah,
play.
yeah, but we had like I think it was 20 credits or something, and yeah, I was like handing the card out to the girls because like I had so many credits on there. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing all right, like you'd only burn through a couple of credits, and I still had like 12 on there or something. That was like after 3 hours. So yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
wow. Nice,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So it's not bad.
Yeah. Not bad. Not terrible. Not bad. That means good. It was good.
Yeah, this is the highest praise we can
Yeah.
give it. The top shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so that's I've been busy with Mark and Lena and Michelle doing like beach trips. We went for a hike at I think it's called Twin Falls or Twin Waterfalls at Springbrook National Park. We tried to go to I think a different waterfall, but the SES was actually there, and they said it's closed today. And I was like, oh, why is that? And they said, we can't disclose that. So something bad happened. So that's sad. Hopefully nobody died, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was apart from that, it was a good day. Been playing a few different games, but first up, I've been to a couple of comps recently. So Mike from the podcast, Mike Coolican, he ran a Mortal Kombat comp at Netherworld. That was supposed to coincide with the release of the Mortal Kombat collection that's coming out. This happened October 1st, so a bit over a couple of weeks ago now. And that was pushed back. The release was pushed back to October 30 of the game. So Mortal Kombat Collection's coming out, and it's got, I think, almost every retro Mortal Kombat you can think of with the ability to play online. So that's going to be good for those combat heads. And the games featured in that comp, which was held at Lost Souls, the karaoke bar, which also you can just use those rooms for whatever you want if you rent them out. But because it's owned by the owners of Netherworld, they let Mike run the comp in there. Just easier than running it in the arcade when it's busy. So it was on a
Whereabouts was Lost Souls?
right next to Netherworld.
Oh, right.
Up on the flat part. I don't know, is that what street that is? I'm pretty bad with remembering street names. So if you're coming from like the train station and you go up and then you turn right, so on that street, to the right to the left of Netherworld, you can get into Lost Souls via going through Netherworld as well. There's a
The old
it
back
connects.
door.
Yeah, the old back door, mate. Right into Lost Souls, and you'll be singing in there, mate. You'll be singing.
Hey, that'd be cool if it was like the last urinal or something, and you got to like pull on a little rope or something, and
yeah, it spins around.
in you go.
Jeez, that'd be bad if you're really trying to take a whiz. What a mess.
Yeah, you get the urinal wrong, and you're just bloody going hell for leather.
Yeah, geez, that guy's having quite the tug on the
That's right.
on the chain.
Get in the booth. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, we had a Mortal Kombat 1 arcade. So the full, I think it was a low boy that it was being played on. Mortal Kombat 2 on Game Boy, between linked Game Boys, and I lent Mike my my see-through blue one that has like the modded one, the modded screen, the backlight, but it's the original screen. Original screen, like the very first mods before they were doing LCD screens. So original screen with a layer that's a light, like a piece of plastic that lights up, basically. And they were doing link battles between two Game Boys, but I think either one of the ports for the link cable or the link cable itself, something was kept stuffing up. So that got taken out of the comp maybe a third of the way through, maybe halfway through. But then there was Mortal Kombat 2 on arcade, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on PS3 on the MK Arcade Collection, Mortal Kombat Trilogy on PS1, and Mortal Kombat 4 on PS1. And the way you would win is the highest ranked player at the end of the Frenzy style event. So it was just there was a fair few people. Hey, like Mortal Kombat's one of those games that brings out the non-regulars. So you had your regulars like John McIntyre, Peter High, they were there. And then you had a whole bunch of people that I didn't know, but other people probably know. They're in the Mortal Kombat or fighting game community.
Yeah, and was Buzz there?
Buzz was there, yeah. Buzz was there.
Oh, sweet.
With his lady.
Awesome.
She entered as well. Yeah, Johnny Mac was there with his son. And Mike and I was there, and yeah, it was good fun. The way it was run was just frenzy style, which is like you go into a queue, and it randomly puts you on a station against someone, and then it was, I think, best of. They started out with being like just one match, so best of 3 rounds, one game, but it was too quick. So then they went best of 3 matches because it's pretty fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was just like it was too much for the tournament director to do. He's just one guy with I was Tom, who works at Netherworld and Lost Souls, I think. He had the iPad and he was telling people, okay, this is where you're going, and then there's just constantly people coming back, like, okay, who won? Who won? It was just too quick. And yeah, at the end of that, third place was Giga, aka Luca G. Do you know who that is? I think I know what they look like, but I don't know them. They took out third place, and Peter High taking out second place, and John McIntyre taking out first.
Oh, old Loto. Yeah.
Yeah, old Loto, mate, old hot sauce guy. So
Yeah. Hey, have you seen was Pete playing as Jax? He's brutal, man. Eh?
he did play against me, I think, as Jax. I actually beat Pete on,
Ooh.
I think it was Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the PS1. I don't know how, but I've like never beaten him before. But I actually beat him in one match, and
Yeah.
he seemed to be shocked as well, because I'm not very
Yeah.
good.
He regroups fast though. Like if you get a cheeky win on Pete, you gotta
Yeah,
count your blessings because the next time he's got your number, right?
he downloads your code. He knows.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Man.
that was good. Hi, Michelle. I'm right next to the toilet. What can you do? Yeah.
You could have said the kitchen.
Nah, mate. Nah. This is where I have to put my desk. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I only had 2 wins though in that comp against Flynn. So Flynn McIntyre, John's kid, and Peter.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's good.
Lynn's
So
pretty good, eh?
yeah, so I didn't feel bad about beating a child because he's quite good.
Yeah, he's I think he uses Shiva, uh, like in the third one sort of thing, and he's got the jump stomp down
Oh,
pat, eh? And he just mashes that, and you're like, "Ah."
how
It's so
frustrating.
hard to get out of. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So that was really fun. I didn't stay till the end. I was feeling quite tired, and I knew I couldn't win, and it was a school night, so I was a pansy, and I went home early. It was towards the end, and
yeah,
then yeah, the next thing I went to was another thing run by Mike and Ree, and it was the annual Worms World Party, and that was held at their place, and that was a blast. It's only the second time that I've been to one of these worm comps, and so the way that was run was the standard comp was first up, and that was for fun mode. It's called. So pretty much all weapons available, 4 players per round, top 2 go through. It's what it was meant to be, but I think it ended up being groups of 3 because there was 9 competitors, so it was just top 1 went through. And Concrete Donkey was banned. That was a banned weapon. I think we found out another weapon that should be banned, but I can't remember which one that was. But Worms is so fun, man. The second and third comp was supposed to be just holy bananas. And that means you can use the normal banana and also the super banana, I think it might be called, which is like it explodes. And then I think the normal banana has a countdown, and then it just explodes, and maybe then it explodes again, like all little bananas come out. And the super banana bomb, you choose when it explodes, and then you choose when it explodes again. All the little bananas that come out of that first explosion, then you wait and you can choose when it explodes again. I think there may have only been 3 comps, so it says second and third comp, but maybe it's because of timing. I'm not sure. Was it only had the second comp, but then the last one was only concrete donkeys. And have you played Worms much?
No,
No.
well, not for a while. Yeah, maybe 20 years.
Okay, so concrete donkeys are. I'll just go and get the trophy that I got for coming second, I think, because it will
Oh,
show
great.
you exactly what it looks like in the game, pretty much.
Need some intermission music, I think.
This. I can't eat now. Thank you. Just got offered some food. So this guy, it looks like that,
Oh, great.
but it has a tail and ears. But mine fell off on the ride home. I didn't pack it securely enough, and they were so
Oh, I
small and
see.
dainty. It wasn't. They kind of crumbled, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't bother trying to glue it back on. But awesome little trophies. The eyes had come off too, but I glued that back on. So this
Is it
in
made out of?
Worms, it drops. It's made out of
Yeah,
clay, but
right.
it's part painted silver.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I thought someone got some alfoil. I was like, yeah. I was like, that shit's expensive.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Don't be
That'd be
using the
wild.
alfoil. Yeah.
Save it. When you use one
Bloody
of
hell, we're going to
these,
wrap the kids' lunches with that.
yeah. Give me a trophy. I need to wrap the lunch up. So this would jump from the top of the screen and go like bang, and it hits the ground and it bounces and just keeps going, and it just destroys. It like makes a tunnel from the like a vertical tunnel basically, and just wipes
Yeah.
out
Okay.
anything in its way. You can survive it because it might bounce you to a safe spot where you don't get hit again, but a lot of the time you're just dead. So the only comp that I placed in was one where it's like about luck, where you basically get um, placed. If all your worms are kind of huddled together, tough luck. But if you've got one or two in a safe spot, then you're going to get more turns and more chance of winning. So, yeah, really fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
Really fun. I can't remember who the winners of the other comps were, but I know Mike did pretty well. Reeves quite good as well. I think Tim did pretty well. I remember Dennis got pretty unlucky and he got kind of owned. So sorry, Dennis. uh, yeah, that was really fun. Really fun.
Cool. You've
Um,
definitely been busy.
yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. I mean, I've been playing some games. I haven't had that much time apart from these comps, just because of having um, Mark and Lena living with us and being pretty busy. But yeah, it's been fun. So yeah, should we move on to what we've been playing?
Yes, I've well, pretty busy month, hey. Like it felt like a long time since the last episode, but I think it was like only 4 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I was playing Lies of P. I was in maybe 10 hours or 15 hours last episode, and yeah, I ended up doing the triple run, got the platinum trophy. Um, it's a pretty damn good game. We are talking about last time. It's a Korean developer, NeoWiz,
Mhm.
and it's heavily influenced from Bloodborne, but there's quite a few unique characteristics about the game. Definitely more integration with your main character. You can do a lot of upgrades, as well as all your typical weapon perk upgrades and all that sort of thing. It sort of takes a few levels to get going. I felt like the first 2 to 3 levels were a little bland. I also feel like the world itself at the start feels a little shallow in the visual depth. Like it's like they've kind of just brushed in the background. It doesn't
Mm.
feel like there's much. Um, it's hard to describe. Like it's not terrible by any means, but it doesn't
Right.
feel like, you know what I mean? It feels like they've just sort of focused on the immediate area you're playing in, and then maybe the medium ground behind that. But when you look at the background, it's kind of like, oh man, it just feels a little boxed in, like a little bit sandboxy. Um,
Mm.
but level 4 onwards really opens up, hey, and there's some really cool, unique concepts and ideas I've put in there. you start getting better weapons, and I guess the level mapping fleshes out a bit more. Clever shortcuts in there as well. So definitely a page out of Bloodborne's book, I guess. So yeah, I had a pretty good time with it.
Nice.
Sort of, we'll talk about it in depth later, but I do have a rather significant criticism with it, and that is having to play it 3 times through for the Platinum Trophy, and I'll kind of go into a little bit in depth later.
Yep.
But yeah, so that was Lies of P. I wanted to mix it up a bit, so I played Doom Eternal.
Boomer shooter, they call them.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that term either. That someone else said that as well. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is PS4, but it gives you the free digital PS5 version when you put the disc in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this was a really weird game for me. I disliked it immensely for 2 or 3 sessions. Like, I wasn't going to play it through. I was like, I hate ditching them, but I just felt like it wasn't for me.
Yeah, right.
The movement is super quick. I feel like the sensitivity in the panning took a long time to get used to.
Yeah.
Weapons felt underwhelming for quite a while. Like the enemies just really, they're like absolute sponges, hey? But then it was almost like this sort of perspective shift where I started to accept what it was and I stopped thinking about what it could have been.
Okay.
I started getting better weapons, and then the level design actually improved a fair bit as well. I still had an annoying amount of jumping. There's a lot of level jumping going on with this game. Like a lot of the areas you got to traverse, and you got to grab onto these little ledges, and then you got to quick time off those before the ledge drops down, and you die like more to the platforming than you do to the combat. Just a little unusual to make that a directive, thing. But
That is weird.
yeah, and they also force you to play in a certain manner as well. Like there's a deliberate ammo shortage. So what you're meant to do is chainsaw your opponents to get ammo out of them. But you need fuel for your chainsaw, so you can't just infinitely chainsaw stuff. And then you've got this like stagger attack. They start to flash blue and then yellow, and then you can like melee punch them, and it'll kill them. And you get different upgrades and perks and armor and stuff that way. But because the combat's so fast, you have to effectively run and gun and then quickly chainsaw and then quickly punch and then back to your favorite weapon. And they'll do these like deliberate rooms where you essentially got to survive until everything dies. So, I sort of embraced it at the end, but for so much of it, I really struggled with why I was being forced to play a certain way.
Right.
And I mean, it works. Like the combat is quite addictive, but it took me maybe 10 to 15 hours to get into the rhythm of it. And I think it was when I unlocked the minigun. The minigun for me was like the best weapon in the game. So I'd switch between the minigun and like the rocket launcher or the pulse weapon. I didn't use the BFG much because they just don't give you enough ammo. There's also like this massive sort of a crossbolt sort of thing. I forgot what that's called, but I didn't use that much either because it took a lot of ammunition. So yeah, I had a pretty good time with it in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, geez, I fought hard for it. Hey, like I nearly canned it. But then my current game, Expedition 33, and I'm about 30 hours into it. But it's in the running for Game of the Year for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone was telling me to play it, and sometimes I run away from that stuff because I'm like, oh, geez, there's an expectation here.
Yeah.
Like I still haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. And there's quite a few other big hits I've just never played because I just sort of feel like if everyone's recommending it, maybe it's made for the majority of people, whereas I want sort of niche stuff.
Okay.
But this is like, man, it's mind blowing. Hey, So
Okay.
it's like an action RPG. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 12, in that you sort of got a map and you're running in. It'll have a very, very quick load window, and then you're straight into the combat. But the combat's interesting in that you can parry and dodge. It's not just like turn-based
Ah.
copper hit, then hit them back.
Yeah.
So if you do enough parries, you'll do like a auto attack back, and for some characters, it's a massive auto. Like it absolutely decimates them. You've got a stagger bar as well, so you want to get them to a break. So you got this little yellow bar that comes up every time you hit them, and then eventually you break them, and then you can hit them with multipliers. You can stack elements on top of them, so they might have, like they might be weak to fire, so you just keep stacking fire on top, and then and huge combos. Hey, and you can unlock perks in there that'll complement that playstyle. Like I just unlocked one where each turn that I don't get injured, there's like a fire damage that'll just exponentially keep going up.
Ooh, nice.
So it encourages clever play. Like, yeah, it's brilliant. Hey, the
Nice.
world map's really accessible. It's interactive in that there's little things to find on the world map. You get this really cool character that unlocks abilities in the world map, so you can break boulders. You can swim.
Cool.
I've just unlocked an ability to break coral in the swimming areas, which was like, I guess, it was dividing the world map up. But now, like, I'm sort of going across the whole thing. So, yeah, it's an awesome game. Really, really good story.
Nice.
Good sci-fi.
Yeah.
I still don't really fully understand what's going on in the game, like in that the story's still, unraveling, but
Right.
it's not complicated enough that I don't think I'll be left wondering by the end of it. But it's keeping me engrossed the whole way through. So yeah,
Nice.
highly recommend it.
What's who makes it? Who's the developer?
Kempler and Sandfall Interactive. I honestly don't know which is the dev and which is the publisher,
Right.
or they both could be a bit of both.
Yeah.
I'm not
Never
sure.
heard of either.
Haven't heard of any.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Okay.
it's already a 9.5 out of 10 for me.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, the little tiny things that the little tiny nitpicks are so insignificant compared to, the game. Like it's so close to perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, highly recommend it.
Heck yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's PS5. On the arcade side of the house, just finished doing Arcade Wars. We won the GigaWing month, which is last month.
Nice.
Yeah, we were like having such a good time with GigaWing. Hey, like me and Pete were sort of each session we were getting a little better and a little closer and closer to getting like a huge score. So Pete ended up with 7.4 trillion, and I was 7 trillion, and we won by maybe an average of 1.5 trillion, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a really good time. But hey, look, it's a fun shmup, and you can be quite ordinary at them and still have a good time with it. Hey, like it's not really difficult.
Yeah.
Like it's difficult to be great at it, but it's not difficult to progress in terms of levels. So we're getting to like level 5 quite comfortably.
Yeah.
But then we were like risking it on the multiplier to try and get a much higher score, and we'd die through stupid mistakes more so than actual game difficulty. But yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, brilliant game, hey. Also, a new one Steve brought into One Up was a game called Zero Team USA, I believe it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun beat 'em up. You can choose 4 different players. Like it's kind of like an advanced version of Double Dragon, I guess. It's got like little bonus stages. It's got fun bosses. It's reasonably easy as well. Yeah, it's a cool game, hey. And you pick like barrels up and all sorts of shit, and get like a bazooka, and yeah, it's a really fun game.
It looks cool.
But
That's
yeah,
by Seibu. Saber or
So we
Cybers,
gave
I'm
him,
not sure.
yeah. So we gave that a lash, and then he actually had a game called ZPF on Mega
Yeah,
Drive. So he
nice. Yeah,
set
I
that
know the
up in one
one.
of the cabs. Yeah, and that's pretty fun, hey.
Yeah, he's got
It's like
a cab that's it's just set up with a Mega Drive inside, but it
yeah, I
maps
think so.
to it's somehow using the arcade controls though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to open it up one day. That might kill the magic. And,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a cool game. Hey, there's like three different characters you can choose from, and then there's a shop. It's kind of remind me of Fantasy Zone a little bit. There's like a shop in there, and you can spend your coins on different upgrades.
yeah,
So you can get like bonus life. You can start with full power ups, all that sort of cool stuff. Um, you've got a melee attack in there, which is like a real brutal short attack. Um,
yeah.
I was sort of experimenting a bit with whether it would give you more credits for doing melee, but I don't think it does. I think it just kills the bigger enemies a lot quicker, so they don't overwhelm the screen.
Uh,
And yeah, fun game, eh?
yeah, I played it a bit at BPAC because John Tannehill has a copy, and he brought that down. We played that a bit
Oh,
when we were
sweet.
setting up. Yeah, beautiful like colors and wild like lime green and like kind of psychedelic look to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's pretty new, I guess, in the last couple of years or
yeah.
even this year.
I was looking into it for a bit because I had a little period there where I was looking at like aftermarket Mega Drive games, kind of. I guess you would call them homebrew, but they're made by studios and stuff. So I don't know. It's basically modern releases for Mega Drive, and there's so many, so many.
Yeah.
ZPF is one of them, and yeah, it came out I think this year, but I think it was like in the works for a few years, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a
I
free
guess
demo
the
I think you can get online, and yeah,
all right. I guess Mega Drive's like a good platform, is it, for independent developers? Because I
yeah,
noticed like I know Super Nintendo seems to be a real pain for people to release things on,
ah,
Xenocrisis. I feel like Mega Drive seems to have a lot more accessibility for people to do these new runs, whereas
yeah,
Super Nintendo seems to be a bit of a hassle.
yeah. I wonder if it's just easier to develop for some reason, or maybe the development
Yeah,
tools are more uh, robust and user friendly. Maybe somebody had been trying to do that with the Super Nintendo, and Nintendo doesn't like it. Also, because yeah, I mean they are still like putting like they're still making money from Super Nintendo in some way because they sold the mini console, but they did that for the Mega Drive too. And they also have the Mega Drive on the Switch online thing, online subscription, as but they have the Super Nintendo. So I wonder if there's anything legal there stopping more things happening for the Super Nintendo because Nintendo is famously litigious. They'll sue you if they feel like they should. I mean, a lot of the time they're in the right. They'll sue people because they're trying to make money off ROMs or they make a fan made Metroid or something and they try to sell it. Some I think that's something that happened. I mean, you've got to do it in the
yeah.
right way.
I feel like I feel like it's a little bit of a grey area for me. Like, sure, if you've got intellectual property and it's your thing,
Yeah,
um, you don't want people blatantly ripping it.
yeah,
But they kind of shoot themselves in the foot a little bit from like an outside perspective in that like it'd be like if you had, I don't know, a Red Rooster and a KFC next to each other, right?
oh, now you're
Like one
talking.
way to look at it is what's that?
Now you're talking.
So one way to look at it is, oh, you got two chicken shops next to each other, like you're only going to get 50% of your customer base. But I don't think it works like that. Like you're promoting your
Yeah,
product and it's putting Nintendo in people's mind, right? Whether it's their product
yeah,
directly or subsidiary sort of thing. And if people are playing like classics, um, it's it's keeping Nintendo alive. You know what I mean? And
Mm,
whether they could milk it for another $5 by doing a homebrew release of Contra or something, right? Um, or whether people are borrowing or selling old Nintendo cartridges. Like, I kind of feel like it's almost the same thing.
yeah,
Like, if you're playing Nintendo, then you're supporting it and you're keeping it alive, and you're probably going to buy their new stuff when it comes out, right?
big time.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how many people only, if they were going to do the wrong thing, not too many people would only do the wrong thing. Whereas
not many.
some people might dabble the grey line a little bit, but then they'll still buy a new product, right?
Yeah,
So, you know what I mean? So if you're buying and selling old Nintendo cartridges, and Nintendo might get the shits and go, "Oh, we don't get any more money out of Contra," it's like, well, sure, but
mm,
I'm also probably going to buy a Switch too because I like Nintendo and I've been playing them, and I've had a good time with this old classic. Now I'm going to buy something new.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, so I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. I don't agree with like not paying for new releases of like because you can get a lot of stuff for free that's like made by like a small studio that's done like a modern release for a Super Nintendo or Mega Drive. You can some of those you can go and find ROMs for. I'm always looking
Yeah,
for the paid option first. Some do a good job of that where it's just like you can download the ROM and put it on your flash card or emulate it. I would rather buy the physical version, but sometimes it's quite expensive. And
yeah.
I would rather buy the ROM first, play it, and then if I really like it, maybe, and I'll buy the physical. But yeah,
I'd almost
getting old
always
stuff,
say it's
yeah.
expensive, eh?
Sorry.
I'd almost always say it's expensive. Like, I don't
Mm,
know of any cheap, cheap good Super Nintendo. Like, those two things don't go together. You
yeah.
might find some not so great, I don't know, like Unicycle or whatever it was called, like, I don't know,
Oh,
or
Uni
Stun
Rally.
FX or something. That's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that could be a good game, but I kind of, it's not for me. Yeah,
yeah.
so occasionally there'll be something that's 20, $30, but the vast majority of it's like, 50 to 100 easy.
Yeah, for the good stuff on the
Uh,
Super Nintendo. Yeah,
yeah, and I
yeah,
mean, that's just for the cartridge, right? Like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I can see why people go for the route of like the flash cart or the repro. But
Yeah.
yeah, then you've got like choice paralysis. Like you like to have the physical. It means more to you. There's more part of the experience, and you will play it like you'll treasure it more. But if you have every game, it's just like yeah, oh, I'll play this for 5 minutes and then I'll move on, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a one-way ticket to ruining everything almost. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
there's that sort of FOMO thing of getting 20,000 ROMs from MAME, but let's be honest here. Like, how many are people finishing? Like,
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
No one's starting at bloody Aaron Aardvark's adventures and finishing at bloody ZPF, for example. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'd much rather have 50 games and play them inside out than have 20,000 games. You know?
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. And yeah, just play them all for like a little while. I get you.
So, what about yourself? What have you been into?
Um, I'm actually just while I'm trying to remember. I've been playing Pokemon Unbound. I think I mentioned that last podcast. I'm not sure. I just play it on the bus pretty much exclusively. I might play it here and there. Like I've been playing it since last year, but I just play it here and there because it's on my analog pocket. It's a fan made Pokemon game that is free. It's just really well done. I played Pokemon a lot growing up, but then I stopped playing because to me, they just all kind of felt the same. There wasn't much challenge, but this has quite challenging puzzles in it. You can set the difficulty, which I don't think you can do in the Pokemon games. Maybe you can now. You can set the difficulty. It's a bit more, I guess, adult because like the first gym leader, you go in and his gym is like covered in smoke, and you have to clear that by using I can't remember what move, but a move that your Pokemon has, and it clears the smoke, and then you actually get to the gym leader, and he's a big stoner. They never explicitly say it, but like he's just like this, like, "Hey man, yeah, welcome to my gym, bro." And I just thought that's cool because that's something the Pokemon company would never do. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so really enjoying that. It's got quite a cool story. You know, you got your Team Rocket kind of people, like the bad guys. Um, they've got some original Pokemon. They've got some newer ones. You know, the stupid like ice cream cones and stuff. Yeah, really enjoy it. Good music. It's just really polished. Really polished. It's one of the top fan made Pokemon games. So I think I just looked them up one day, like what are the good fan made ones, and that one and Fire Rocket Red, I think it's called, where you play as Team Rocket and you can actually try to steal other trainers' Pokemon and stuff. So you're playing
Oh,
as the
sweet.
bad guy. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
this is pretty cool. Yeah, playing NES Tetris as usual. I feel like it's funny that with NES Tetris, I feel like I'm getting better because I'm doing like more moves, like kind of advanced moves more easily, and I'm like stacking better. But I haven't gotten a PB in many months, so I don't know. Maybe I just need to pull my finger out and focus more.
Well, funny you say that because it kind of happens to everyone
Mm,
when they're practicing a lot. But the PBs, like I don't necessarily think a PB is reflective of getting better.
no.
Whereas if you're playing more relaxed
Yeah.
and you're acknowledging that you're doing some cool stuff and it
Yeah.
doesn't feel stressful, that's the improvement, hey. And
True.
the PB will just
It'll just
happen when it
come.
happens. You know what I mean?
It's like a product of your improvement. It's not a. It doesn't prove that you've improved. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I.
like,
Yeah. I
it
love it.
probably increases the chances of the PB
Sure.
because you're working through the things that would normally be a barrier to getting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you'll see like a trap or something you usually, stumble over, but through familiarity, like it's no longer that sticking point anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so, but sometimes like PBs are just a fluke score. Like you might have, the right bricks drop down at a higher
Hmm.
percent than other games. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah. There's a lot of.
So
There is some luck involved. Yeah.
yeah,
A decent amount of luck. Especially at my level, like good a good piece set can be a difference between like a good game and a really good game, a great game. But for other people, like they're so good at stacking and managing. Like the guys who are really up there, they're so good. Like they can get like a max out almost every game, which is crazy because it used to be super super rare. But Tetris has come so far, man. NES Tetris, especially. The competitive scene is crazy. There's like people making decent money off it. Yeah, which is nuts to think of, eh?
doing the circuit.
Yeah, they got a whole like ELO rating system. They've got like a something that tracks like who's making the most prize money, and they're really cool, man.
Yeah,
Like
right.
if you're, and a lot of them are young kids, so it's like it can be their part-time job. They just play Tetris and make some money while they're studying or something. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah. Well, I
probably,
mean, I guess it makes sense uh, because of the reaction time you got to have and your ability to mitigate random
mm,
bad luck. Um, like I'm sort of you know very very mediocre. I can stack them okay, but when those random bricks get integrated in there, I don't have enough skills to get myself out of trouble.
mm,
Um, and I dwell too much on the mistakes underneath. You know what I mean? Like
uh,
I'm I'm just trying to clear that all the time rather than just living in whatever space I can and
mm,
manipulating that. And I guess that's sort of when I've watched you play. I guess that's the difference that I can see straight away is you're not really fixated or worried about trying to get a perfect run. You're just surviving, and then eventually through keeping those, or eventually through getting those levels down, you will fix those little errors up,
Yeah.
or you'll clear the level anyway and don't worry about it, sort of thing.
Yeah, there's
Um,
even like the best pros in the world almost never have a mistake-free run. Um, and
yeah,
some of them never have. You know, there's always I don't know if it exists. There's definitely people who have had nothing but Tetrises until the transition, which is when it speeds up to like double the speed, I think. But to have like a mistake-free full game is, yeah, there's always something better you could have done
yeah.
with one of your
I guess
placements.
it keeps it alive. Hey, like
Yeah,
if you had the perfect game and I don't know, you maxed lines, you didn't make a single mistake, you did it as fast as humanly possible.
yeah,
That would almost be like the last game you'd ever play of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. At least solo, the competitive side of things really is keeping it going. This is so
yeah,
fun to watch. Like if you like Tetris, some people would find it boring, I'm sure, but they have like great commentary, great streams. Like
yeah.
the World Championships is nuts, man. Um, it's really cool. Let me see if I can find a photo of like they just have. From what it looks like they have nothing but like PVMs at the World Championships. Yeah, they have just like crazy setups, man. But maybe that's just what's on the stage. But yeah, it's awesome, and like everything with capture cards, and yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be hard to find a really good photo quite quickly,
No,
but
have you got a PVM yourself?
I do a 9-inch one. That
So you do
reminds me, I need to
sometimes.
reply to Bryce. Hey,
Yeah,
Bryce has asked me if I have RGB connectors on the back, and I said I think I do. I'll check when I get home. That was days ago, and I'm just shit. Let me just share a window real quick. Applications. Yeah, let's go that one. So you see that? That's a kind of a setup they'll have there.
not yet.
No?
This says watch stream.
Oh, I click on watch stream.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah, and that's like I don't think that's a mirror either. I think that's just rows and rows. That could be a mirror behind him, but I'm pretty
Just
sure
fucking
it's
with
just
their heads.
rows. Yeah.
That guy's looking at me.
They've got crazy
Yeah, put you
setups,
off, wouldn't it?
man. And you see the guy wearing his
Yeah,
glove because he's probably doing rolling, where you tap your
right.
fingers on the bottom of the thing. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. I'll
Is
see
that
if
a sanctioned 8-inch glove or whatever the 8-ounce glove?
I don't know. I hope so. Better be behaving himself.
That's right.
Get gloves
Oh
size.
man, I was tell you what, I nearly needed gloves the other yesterday. I was doing this complicated like an obstacle course. There's like bonus games in Expedition 33,
Okay.
and the last obstacle course. Oh, dude, so like you on these little balance beams, and then you got to like, literally jump up chairs and
Oh, that
random
sounds
bits of crap.
fun, man.
And yeah, it's fun with the bloody man of stress because if you fall off, you got to do the whole thing again, and it's a solid few minutes of like going up this thing, and the scale is ridiculous. Like you just pan up and you go, holy shit. So
Oh,
yeah, other sweaty palms. I was literally just wiping them on my arms, like on my shirt and stuff. I could have done with the glove.
oh, mate.
Yeah,
Get gloved. Get gloves, JM.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, that sounds like a fun game, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. We're slowly getting more and more people on Discord to jump on. So
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, nice. You have to get a copy. I got too much to play though.
Yeah. I paid 60. So you probably
It's
you
not
find
bad.
around 60, or you got Black Friday sale coming up next month. So you probably grab it for that much,
Oh
brand
yeah,
new.
nice.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm,
okay, yeah. Well, another game I've been
that's good.
playing is
Yep.
a little bit. I've only played it a very tiny bit. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater
Yeah.
3+4. I got that from
Yeah.
my birthday from my beautiful partner Michelle. Thank you very much. If you listen to this, I don't think she will. Thank you, babe, for Tony Hawk's Speak of the Devil. Can I call you that?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is it like a remaster or something? Or?
Yeah, so it's a remaster of 3 and 4, and I think they've added a few levels, like a pinball level, and I think you can unlock one of the Ninja Turtles or all of them. Which, I don't know, but
Right.
I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, so it's like awesome for me.
Yeah, why not?
It's my
Is there
camera's
any
gone
like
weird 'cause I
crazy?
put that close. Come on.
Is there any like crazy characters like the Queen or some shit? Can you go as Her Majesty on the skateboard?
Oh, I would love that. There's definitely some cool unlockables. Let me have a quick goog.
Yeah. Well, it's like a Bill Clinton sort of NBA Jam sort of mode. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Funny if they put Trump in there.
Yeah.
I'm the best at kickflips. You will see all of my kickflips there. I have the best kickflips. The secret skaters you can unlock by finding all the hidden panda plushies. You get Constable Richard, who's I think is just a cop. Like that was someone used. Officer Dick. Constable Richard, Officer Dick. That's why they called him that. That's funny. Because Officer Dick might be too rude now. I don't know. Completing all goals, you get Birdman, which Birdman is Tony Hawk's nickname, but I'm guessing this is Birdman from like, I don't know.
I was thinking of that.
In a bird suit.
I was thinking of that Harvey Birdman.
Could be Harvey Birdman. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out.
Yeah.
You can purchase some from the shop, the secret shop. Bam Margera, Andy Anderson, and Michelangelo. And you can also unlock the Doomslayer and the Revenant. So that's players who purchase the deluxe edition or its upgrade pack. So you have to pay for those, I guess, which I will not be doing. They'll give them away for really cheap or free at some point. But I would like to unlock Michelangelo. So that's the one. That's the Ninja Turtle that you can unlock.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
I think when you purchase them from the secret shop, you're using like in-game money that you've collected. I don't think you have to spend real money on that because I won't be. But yeah, pretty happy about that. I only played like 2 levels because I've been playing Monster Hunter Wild still. I haven't really played it much this month, but dude, yeah, that's something I want to talk about. I was done with that game, right? I finished like the main story, and then I found out that I had to do more to continue with the story. I had to like get to level 20 and do a bunch of like side quests and stuff to just keep getting my level up before I could continue with the story. But I finished the main story. So there's like a main story, and then there's the continuation of that story. And then I think there's just nothing but side quests, and you can just hunt monsters until your bloody legs fall off. And do hunts with mates and stuff. But I was pretty much done after I finished the main story because I liked the game, but I didn't love it, I guess. And then my mate at work, Cam, shout out to Cam, he's like, you can unlock a Kuma, right? And you can fight monsters as a Kuma because it's a Capcom game. And I was like, what? So then I looked into that, and that wasn't too hard, but you also had to get up to like level 20. And at the time, I think I was level 12. But I figured out how to level up faster, and I started to enjoy the game more. I tried a different weapon, which I really liked. I forget the name of it. Gun lance. I think it's a gun lance where you like kind of trying to stab your lance into the monster, and then you shoot twice, and it kind of explodes inside it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And that was really fun. So more fun than the longsword, which I was using before. And the other thing I used is the blades. I can't remember what they're called, but it's kind of like the God of War blades.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dual blades, I think they're called. Yeah, dual blades. And I keep using those. So then, yeah, I did what I needed to do to unlock Akuma. It's basically, it's not Akuma. You unlock an armor set that makes you look like Akuma, and you fight like Akuma, and I think you sound like him as well. I'm not sure if you sound like him. You do when you do the missions to get the necessary items because you actually are playing as him. But at the end of all that,
Yeah.
you can unlock armor, and that was really cool. So you're doing Hadoukens and you're doing Shoryukens and the Tatsumaki to these monsters, and one of the big mechanics of Monster Hunter Wilds is when you're fighting a monster, it opens up wounds, and then you use a targeting mode to destroy that wound. And when you do that
Oh,
as a
sweet.
Kuma, he does his Die 1000 Deaths move, his Ultra, and you
Yeah.
do it to the monster, and it's awesome. And when you kill the monster, as him, it goes KO instead of like where the monster used to just like it would play music and the monster would sort of pass out and die. It does more of a
Yeah.
Street Fighter thing, so that got me back into it. I was
Yeah,
like, all right,
right.
this is sick. And now now because I've done all that, I had to get to that level anyway. I'm going to continue with the story for the next. I think there's only a few missions left, and I'll finish it off, and then move on to Yakuza 0.
Oh, sweet.
And I've been playing Halo for the Game Boy Color, which is a little fan made game. I think there's only like 2 levels, but it's like, pixelated graphics of Halo. And it's like Pokemon, how it looks, like the view. It's like bird's eye from an angle.
Yeah.
And you get a gun and you're like strafing and shooting enemies, and the music is all like 8-bit tunes sounding. It's just really cool. And it's cool that I can just put that on a flash card and play it on either original hardware or my analog pocket. So that's cool, and it's free. I guess they wouldn't probably be allowed to charge for it.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty much me, man. That's what I've been playing. Yeah, where are we up to? Are we due for a break or no? Shall we go through our pickups? Some pickup porn.
Yeah, let's just smash those out.
All right. I mean, just
Yeah,
go.
right.
It's getting dark, man. It looks like a storm might be coming. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna crack on the light.
Yeah, it's meant to be. 4 o'clock special.
Oh, that's something else when it's with Neil's mum. Got my PlayStation shirt on. It was already
Oh, nice. Okay.
it was purposely faded when I bought it, but
All right.
it's
Yeah.
all like falling off slowly. So eventually it's just going to be a
Yeah,
grey
yeah.
shirt. But I think it looks sick at the moment. But yeah, Michelle
Yeah.
wears it a fair bit. I might have to tell her to stop wearing it because she washes it and then it's just falling apart. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, we're all lit up. Look at us. Yeah, dude. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to flop yours out first? I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Bloody hell. Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah, we were talking about Super Metroid earlier. So that was probably the first one. And then, I bought a whole sort of little batch, and then they literally all turned up on the doorstep on the same day. So I don't know whether Australia Post has a little game of them and then decides to actually deliver them. I'm not sure. They're all from different places, hey, and yet they all turned up at the same day. I don't know. So I thought I'd get a little bit more Doom franchise since I played Doom Eternal. So Doom 64. I don't have many 64 games because I'm kind of not the biggest fan of it. But
I didn't
it
even
did
know you owned
seem-
one, mate.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how often I talk about them, hey. Yeah, so this is my 6th N64 game.
All right.
So, yeah, it's definitely a very limited selection of titles I've picked up on.
Curated.
Yeah, that's right.
There's only about 6
Uh,
good games on it, mate. Just kidding.
So Doom 2016, $10 banger.
Oh,
I think this is probably going to be the one that I'd prefer to play more than Doom Eternal. I was reading the people that sort of found Eternal a little bit not for them, preferred this. It was a little bit more straight up, just classic Doom, I think.
mhm.
So
Where'd you get
looking
that?
forward to that.
For $10.
Oh, eBay. I
Nice.
don't know how they do it. Like
They
you can
send
get
it as a
pretty
letter.
cheap postal.
Yeah, they'd send it
What's
as a
that?
letter. They'd be sending it as a
Oh
letter,
yeah, yeah.
which would cost. It's more than
2.95, something
it's
like that.
more than 5 mil, so it should cost
Yeah,
$4
right.
something. But they might have it
Yeah,
if it's a business. I don't know. They might have a better
yeah.
rate.
It might be some sort of eBay member dealio or something.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Total Carnage.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I thought I had it, and then I kind of realized I didn't. And so this is like the unofficial sequel to Super Smash TV. Um,
Oh, I don't know this
yeah,
game.
it's got the same cheesy voice sampling, uh, as Super Smash TV, but
Oh,
it's
like
set.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, that sort of cheese. Yeah, it's set in this fictitious war that's going on in a Middle Eastern country, and you play as one or two guys that have been chopped in. And
Mm.
yeah, I've had a quick run of it since I got it, and it's pretty good. Doesn't quite have the craziness of Super Smash. It's a little slower, and I think that might be because the sprites are a bit bigger. But
Right.
Super Smash TV's set in like a TV studio, whereas this is like set in an open level, and it kind of auto scrolls you through the level as you go.
Cool.
Um, yeah, and there's different weapons, different types of power up. You can lay like landmines. You got shields, you got rockets, you got speed ups, all that sort of cool stuff. It always gets like a bit of a mixed review. Hey, like I think people are comparing it to Smash TV too much.
Mm.
So from that perspective, sure, it's not as good, but I think it's still a pretty good title. Like I don't think anyone's going to be top 5 in it, but
Right.
yeah, I don't regret buying it.
Complete in
I sort of
box.
intend to. What's that?
Complete in box too. Wait, was that
Yeah.
a marketplace or eBay pickup or?
Yeah, eBay. Yeah, it's sort of like all PAL SNES CIB, you pay a little bit, but
Mm.
I couldn't see any other PAL copies available. Hey, that was it.
Right.
So it makes it hard to do a price comparison, but I was okay with the price. Like if I had bought it 15 years ago, I probably would have paid a third, but it was still reasonably affordable. And the last one, to thank Will for this, Returnal PS5.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, I was talking to. I'm not sure if you know Will. He's on Discord channel. Really nice bloke. He was talking
Not
about
sure.
Returnal, and then he said, "Hey, if I send you a copy, and I went, yeah, hell yeah, I'd love to play it." So yeah, he gifted this as well. So massive
What?
thanks.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's going to be my next play.
Nice one.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
played it. It's cool, man. It's really
has it
cool.
got like time shifts in it, or like a loop time loop?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
something like it's like a third person
I think it's a
shooter?
roguelike. I think is yeah, it's a third person shooter roguelike. So I think there's some permanent upgrades you can get, but you keep starting off at the start and then you try to make it further and further through, and it's like somewhat randomly generated, but it's not fully randomly generated. That's my
Gotcha.
understanding.
Yep.
Yeah, I played it a decent amount, like maybe just a few hours. I've been meaning to get back into it. I've got it. It's my mate's, but
Yeah.
he hasn't asked for it back, so I'll give it back to him someday.
Oh man, I love that. Anything with time shifting and sort of like alternate realities that are just slightly different from the actual reality. That sort
Yeah,
of genre, like movies, games. Like I don't know why, I'm always a fan of it.
yeah, it is cool. It's a really cool concept. And this one is
Yeah.
this is pretty cool. You'll see. It's some quite good acting, really beautiful game. Um, it's
Yeah.
pretty difficult, which is going to be good for you.
Yeah.
And I know you like them hard, mate. Um, uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was almost just like
You like your games like you like your games.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
Oh, that's
Cool.
great.
Any
Yeah.
more pickups?
Uh that is it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
felt like there was more, but I think I just sort of belted them out in sort of 5 minutes flat. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a good little good cross selection, I think, from SNES through to PS5. So yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a slightly mixed bag. Shall I? Shall I go for it? I mean, Tony Hawk's, we spoke about. PS5. Thank you, Michelle. I'll do this one first because the other ones are kind of together. This is Cocoon for PS5. Have you heard of it?
It's not based off the movie?
No, I didn't. Well, I have heard of a movie before, but that didn't make me think of it for some reason. It is a unique take on the puzzle adventure
It's
game.
kind of cool. Old people playing basketball.
Oh, okay. Nice.
No, it's movie shit.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We're, t- we're talking about that Harrison Ford shit movie last time, The Witness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were saying
Remember
don't
that, the
bother.
Amish community?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Harrison Ford, though.
Yeah. Well, I think he had his day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of 1984 or whatever. And after that, not so much.
He was still good in, like, um, the 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 newer Blade Runner. I liked him in that. He just kind of plays the grumpy old guy a lot. But he's in a TV show, Shrinking. He's good in that. He's funny. He's actually quite funny. He's still a grumpy old man, but he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. All right.
Yeah, I reckon
He's redeemed himself.
check that out if you like good, funny shows with some meaning, some heart. All
Yeah.
right, so Cocoon is a unique take on the puzzle adventure game where each world exists within an orb that you can carry on your back. Okay. It's the first time I'm reading this. Wrap your head around the core mechanic of leaping between worlds and combine, manipulate, and rearrange them to solve intricate puzzles. So the reason I thought this game would be cool to get, well, I think it was on sale for less than $30 at EB. So that was the first thing, a brand new game. I think it hasn't. It came out in 2023, but I think PS5 it came out recently. And it's by Geometric Interactive, and also it says Annapurna Interactive, but I think Geometric is the developer, and that is a company started by two guys who used to work for Playdead Studios, I think is what they're called, but it's Playdead is the name. And they made Limbo and Inside.
Okay. Yeah.
And I really liked. I have only played Limbo, but I really liked it. I still need to play Inside, and I thought, okay, cool, I'll pick this up. It looks awesome, man. And it came with what looks to be, I think there might be stickers, but they're like, I haven't opened it, but it's like, a little extra thing you get for getting the physical version. I like it when they do that. It's a bunch of either coasters or stickers. I'm not sure.
It's like a coffee coaster. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we get damaged pretty easily, and they're quite thin if they are coasters. But
Yeah.
maybe they are just
Could be a wafer.
because they're orbs, right? And that's it could be. I think that's the concept of the game is you're carrying orbs on your back. So I'm guessing that they're giving you some little orbs. So yeah, no manual, but cool artwork on there, and I put this in there. I thought earlier that the disc had fallen out, but it's just those little orbs. So yeah, haven't played it yet. I'll get to it at some point. These next 4 came in the mail recently. I picked them up yesterday, but they were at the post office for a bit, and I don't think I got a notification until the other day, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I was too late to go, and I really was excited, and I just went the next day.
Yeah.
But this is, it's all in Japanese, so it's called Cyber Citizen Shockman Collection. and this is a bunch of like 8-bit or 16-bit Mega Man kind of style games.
Yeah, right.
And
Okay.
they were originally, I think, released on the PC Engine. I think one was released on the Super Nintendo. I tried to find out like a easy rundown of this before, but there wasn't like much of a um, easy to follow explanation. But originally in Japan, released in 1989 for the PC Engine, so had been released on other platforms like the Wii Virtual Console, PlayStation 3, PlayStation Portable. That's the first one anyway. So this comes with 4 games. And the cool thing that it comes with is like it looks like to scale size too, like a sticker of what a TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine looks like the game card, and
Gotcha. Yep.
the sticker that is on PC Engine games.
Yeah, right.
Um,
There you go.
which is that. There's always a sticker that looks like that on PC Engine games, and then that's the size and what a game card looks like. So that was a cool little addition.
Yeah.
And a full color manual. So I got all these from this game, the next 3. I got them all from Super Deluxe Games. And they are basically Japan's version of limited run games. They do way less, I guess, releases. But everything I've gotten from them, I love. Before I got Cuphead, that was on an episode a long time ago. I wanted a physical
Yep.
version of Cuphead, and that's how I found out about them, because they were doing a release. And that has like, I'll show you in a sec. I loved it, and I thought, okay, these guys are cool. I like what they're doing. Like, that's a funky release. They Limited Run did a version of this, but it would have been a lot more expensive, and I think it was sold out anyway by the time I would have found it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Play some sort of Mega Man style stuff. So I didn't show that. Comes with a manual and a game.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Some cool artwork behind. Like on the left side, it's kind of just pixelated, but you can see there. I love those little touches.
Yeah.
On the left side, we've got a manual and like your general PS5, leaflet thing. And there's some more of the artwork. Looks like just people at a parade. So I'm guessing that's sort of maybe one of the ending scenes of a game or something. And yeah, just like a cool menu. I can translate all this, which is cool. So if I actually want to read through it, I can do that.
Yeah, that's
really
nice,
cool
man.
artwork. Hey, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yep.
Pretty decent. Like, I love that little touch on the back there, the little town.
It makes
Yeah.
me wonder where the direction to do away with manuals, like who started that?
Yeah,
Because everyone bloody loves them. You know what I mean? Like
They
I've
do.
never heard anyone go, "Oh, don't want a manual with my game." Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like no one, you know what I mean? Like, and I kind of feel like if they talked about, I don't know, production costs or some bullshit, like just roll it into the cost. We'll pay for it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, how
yeah.
much does it cost you to make a disc and a piece of plastic? Like, fuck all, really.
Not much.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, do a bloody manual. If you're gonna make a game, do a manual.
Yeah, dogs.
Or even just like the art concept or the storyboarding or something, you know what I mean? Like, if you've got like 5 years worth of AAA title or whatever,
Yeah.
be proud of it. Show us all
Yeah.
the the creation and the process and the people and all that shit.
Well, that's part of
Yeah, I don't
why
know.
I like Super Deluxe Games, because they're doing that. Like that came with a manual. That's from them. They're not the
Yeah.
developer, but they're like I guess, publisher would be what they are.
Yeah.
And like, and that's like the lower tier of what they do. That's just the game case and like a cool little thing that comes with it, like the stickers and then the manual. But a lot of their releases come with like I think they call it a deluxe or a super deluxe version. What do they call it actually? Let's see. I'll let that load while I have a look. Deluxe edition. So these are the deluxe editions. This one is Sol Cresta. Have you heard of this game? It was like Terra Cresta. It's a sequel, I think, a modern version of a Cresta game. But they come wrapped in plastic, and it's like a sort of like spine card. I don't know if you've seen that kind of thing. In the plastic,
That's
it
nice.
sits there.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you take that off, that's got like your advertising and stuff on the back.
Yeah.
Or like,
Okay.
you know, your screenshots and an explanation or whatever.
Yep.
And then there's more artwork. And I love like the strip at the top. How it's like maybe it's not coming through, but you can see that it's like a rainbow color foil.
Reflective.
Yeah, it's a bit reflective. I love that.
Yep,
It looks awesome, better in person and with better light. And then you get, with each thing, you get like this little magazine thing, which goes like into more detail about the game, and like sometimes a question and answer thing with the developers. You get that, and then you get the game, which I haven't actually taken out, like undone yet. So there'd be a manual in there. Actually, let's do it. So this is a basic deluxe version. It also came with a trading card, so each game comes with a trading card. So I've got 4 different trading cards from them now. But I'm gonna undo this right now so we can have a look.
All right. Yep.
So that's what it looks like. Hopefully I don't take too long. There we go. Oh, do you love it? Oh,
Break the seal.
oh. Oh,
There you go.
geez.
No turning back now.
No. And then, yeah, there's the manual with the nice CD the right way up. And
Yeah.
the background for that one is pretty basic. Still got some stars in there. You know? I don't know. That's, you know, your general notice you get. And then, yeah. It's called Sol Cresta Dramatic Edition. So I guess that means the special edition. But, you know, full color, beautiful. So
That's
like you
lush,
said, like,
man.
and you would think, right, this would be like $100 or something. But before shipping and everything, this was either like about 50 or $60. I think this one was 50. I can have a look.
You can't get wrong with that, hey?
No. Yeah, this one was 5,478 yen, so a little bit under $60 Australian. And then I had to get it sent to Tenso, which is a third-party shipping company, because they either only ship to Japan for free, or you go through their third-party shipping, and that was more expensive, because they didn't used to do international shipping. It was Japan only. And I had used this company called Tenso. And they shipped it to them for free. So then I'm only paying shipping once from Tenso. And it was like $18 or something shipping from Japan for like a package with those 4 games, including 3 like this and one's thicker than this. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I think if I went through theirs, it would have been about $40. So I'll keep doing that when I order from them. There's definitely some more stuff I want to get. Yeah, so, and this is the SDX 001, you can see there. So I think this was their first release that they did. Man, the zoom on this is being a dog, but it says SDX 001 there.
Okay.
That's a shoot 'em up, and I'm looking forward to playing that. I just love the look of it all, man. Like, putting that on the shelf. It's just gorgeous. The next one is, of course, have to get Tetris Effect connected. There's like the spine card thing. It keeps slipping out. Classic. With like, you know, the explanation. And then you've got the big whale on the back. That's part of the game, where it's like they do different light shows in the background and stuff. And then you've got the game and another. I won't unbox all of them. I'll be here forever. But that actually has a version or a game mode on it. I don't know if it's called Classic or whatever, but it emulates exactly as close as they could NES Tetris, and then you can play that online against people. So same speed, same blocks, same behavior blocks. Like you can't do like, you can't continue to spin your block and spot on it in its spot. Like some of the modern Tetris games, you can just keep rotating until you stop and then it will lock in. This is like old school.
Yeah.
And another little, it comes with a magazine about, just Q&As or extra info. I just have to translate it, which is easy. Take a photo on my phone and yeah. And the last one from them, from Super Deluxe, that was more of a recent release, or it was released in 2024. These ones were 2023 for Tetris and 2022 for Soul Cresta. This one, Trip World DX. So that was originally a original Game Boy release. It's quite an expensive game if you get it. I think maybe it was Japanese exclusive, or I'm not sure. It may have come out in PAL regions, but it was quite rare, and it's a very expensive Game Boy game. But they did there's some cool artwork on the back. They did, God, I love it, a re-release with a colorized version as well. How good's that?
Yes, man, that's sweet.
Oh, it says it in like English writing, but it's Japanese. Taihen da. Haiwa no shocho maita no hana ga. I mean, no one understands me, and I'm probably butchering it, but it's cool that I can actually read it, even though I don't know what it says. So this one you can see is a little bit thicker, and it's like the Cuphead one I got. It comes with original soundtrack. It was a little bit more expensive. This one would have been, I think, like $65. Just have a look. The more recent ones are a bit over $80. The Trip World was 6,980. So I think that's about 75 Australian dollars. But look at this, man. Comes with an original soundtrack.
Yeah.
I might never listen to it, but I love looking at this. I'll listen to it when I'm playing the game, but I don't know if I'll ever put that CD in anywhere. I love this little like artwork on the back of it. And this is like quality cardboard. And then we've got the magazine, which I think this one does have a Q&A. I think that's why I thought they all might. I don't know. I don't know what they have, but some have Q&As, some have just like extra little inside info about the game. Really cool. And the game itself, which I have not, but that'll have a manual in it as well. You can tell by the weight that it's going to have a manual. Yeah, so it's a platformer, just a really well done one. So that you can play it on the original Game Boy version in like the pea soup green, which you can see there. Or you can play it in the they fully did a really nice colorized version of it. I did get the ROMs for my Pocket, my analog Pocket, so I could play it on there. But I just love these collections that they do, these releases that Super Deluxe does. And real quick, since you probably haven't seen it, the Cuphead one has a really cool picture. I won't go through the whole thing.
Oh man, we got a heck of a storm coming, I think. Hey, can you hear that?
Oh, I can. Yeah, it's kind of faint. These are noise cancelling, but yeah, I can. Oh shit!
Like buildings being ripped apart outside.
Yeah. So Cuphead comes with this plastic case. How cool is that?
Hey.
So, and on the back, it's the same. Like, there's the bad guys. I love that. Man. I don't know, just little cool things like that. Yeah, these guys, man, the releases they do, and this has like the similar thing of a like this little magazine that it came with. This is my favorite of the art style, and Yeah. So not only does it come with all this, but every game has a trading card that comes with it as well. I just love it. This one was nuts, man.
Hey, we're so devoid of all those options. Hey, like I think Elden Ring came with like some little coaster jobbies or something.
Yeah.
But I can't think of many PS4, PS5 games where they've actually pulled their finger out and got a proper marketing team, to put something together.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's a bit of a lost art, the physical media side of things.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the soundtrack,
Ooh, yeah,
which
okay.
has some weird art. I don't know. They got some artist. I can't remember his name. I think I mentioned it in the original podcast. Maybe I didn't, but
Cool, man.
it doesn't match the art from the rest of the game, but it is cool.
Right.
Yeah, then it's got
That
like
reminded
this,
me.
just heaps of little extra bonus items. Stickers. I've got some stickers inside in here. It just comes with so much cool little stuff. Definitely don't need it, but just think it's cool. Yeah, sorry.
It reminded me of Persona 4. Has an artwork, has the audio CD with it as well. Hey,
Oh, awesome. This just came
probably
inside.
give it a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that dirt cheap, because I think it was like 2009 or something like that. It's sort of only been out for maybe a year, and it was, I don't know, $30 or something like that at EB, or
Right.
maybe Game Traders I got it from.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
little extra things like that. And the prices are just
Actually,
so reasonable, man.
I actually think maybe Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition, I think, had an audio CD with it. I seem to remember, because
Okay.
it's got like a hologram. I think it's got like a hologram cover. Yeah,
That's cool.
maybe it was the second one. It was one of them. So I guess it could have even been the second one. It's
Ah,
got that
nice.
sort of
That's a steelbook.
So I mean, yeah. So I guess Steelbook is the equivalent of what we're talking about. So
Yeah,
they do
that's the
do
modern
all.
thing.
Just
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
nice.
oh geez, it's stuff going everywhere. Yeah, there we go. So there was a
Ah,
disc, like the audio soundtrack with it.
nice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know they did that.
So I mean, I guess we do get them. It just feels like it's a forced effort. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel
Yeah.
like that Japanese company is doing it more organically, like they want to do it.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's very curated. They're not just doing it for any game. Um, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I really like it. Just love their style. My other
Yeah, yeah.
pickups were, well, this was not the full pickup, but I got this used to have a black screen lens because when I modded it originally, I just wanted to see what a black screen lens would look like on an original Game Boy. It looked cool, but the reason I wanted the original grass screen lens color was because I modded my Game Boy Pocket to have the DMG style because I just think it looks awesome, and it has the backlit screen and a touch thing to change the. You see the brightness changing?
Yeah, man, that's mint.
Yeah, it's super nice, and that's with the retro filter on it. I don't know if it comes through on the camera, but it looks a bit more instead of being super sharp, it has like fake scan lines basically, or fake pixels.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's just a beauty. That's without any filter. It's probably too bright, but yeah, once you just keep touching it until you find one you like, and so it's got the original membranes and button. Oh no, the buttons obviously aren't original, but the start and select are, I believe. And it plays great, and I just always wanted a DMG style pocket. I just think they look cool. They did actually release one. I think it was only in Japan, maybe. I feel like I keep saying that on this episode, but I think it was. And and now because I had them sitting on the shelf next to each other, I wanted them to, look the right, have the right colors, the right screen lens. Yeah, that's it for me for pickups.
Oh, sweet.
Pretty good haul. I usually not getting that much stuff, but I've been looking at Super Deluxe for a while. Finally put in an order. Finally had a little bit of money aside.
Oh, I nearly forgot the biggest pickup of all.
Wow.
I was watching a CRT, a low CRT, 32-inch on Facebook Marketplace. It was there, and then I don't think I saved it as a favorite, and then it like disappeared, and then I was like, using all the words, and it just wouldn't show up again.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I guess it got bored or whatever. And then I swear it was like the last thing I looked at before I went to bed one night. It came back. It just appeared in the, today's pickups or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it was reduced in price, and I saved it. And then I was like, oh, do I really need another TV? Like, it would be nice, and it was a nice looking unit, but I sort of just procrastinated on it. And then I know that the price dropped another $50, and I don't know why. Like, because it wasn't really about the price, whether I got it or not. It was about the space, and
Yeah.
because I mean, as much as having 20 TVs would be great, there's a practicality issue in there somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
so I ended up just, I don't know why, I just sort of was like, man, I've got to get it. Like, it's such a great looking unit. It's got 2 SCART RGB ports on the back. It came with a little wheeled cabinet, and it had a low DVD player. Like, so they would have come as a package. It was all together. Yeah, so I ended up contacting the guy, and I went round there with my missus' car. And yeah, really nice bloke, and I must have been keen because I ended up getting the cash out before I even saw it. And yeah, so
good.
yeah, I've walked
That's a
away
widescreen?
with it's 100 hertz. I think it's 2003 model. So I'm just using it for PS2,
Okay.
and it looks brilliant. Hey,
Oh man.
so I didn't want to put earlier consoles on there because it starts to have lag, and then it stretches and tears and all that dog shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, the PS2, I could probably do PS3 on there, and it wouldn't be too terrible. Run it at 720 or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a beautiful unit. Hey, options for days. Hey, I've still got to go through there and go through all the different menu settings and the picture settings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Came with the proper remote as well, which is almost unheard of. Everyone throws the bloody remote away.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guy I bought it from, I think it was, he said it was his parents' TV, and I was like, oh, that's great, eh? Like, it's just had the one owner the whole time.
So
And
good.
yeah, it was so well looked after, hey, and it was all clean and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, it couldn't have gone better.
that's a
Yeah.
crazy pickup. Like super clean, one owner from back in the day. And when you pick it up,
Yeah.
it's still clean. Like it's not full of dust
Yeah.
and crap, right? Which you don't actually mind.
Yeah.
You kind of expect that as a Facebook marketplace pickup, but when it is cleaned and they care and they're nice, it's so good.
Yeah, it was, and it sort of sounds a bit soppy or whatever, but it just felt like, because it was like 4 to 6 weeks or something, it just felt like it was meant to be. You know what I mean? Like, what are the chances that it would still be there and no one grabbed it? And I mean, it was nearly the price of like a stock ordinary Sony, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like, so I ended up paying all up $650 for a German, clean as beautiful sharp image TV.
That's
like
very reasonable. That's a very reasonable price.
Yeah. There's people selling like just sort of KV stock Sonys for like 500.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, stock Sonys aren't that bloody crash hot, eh? Like,
No.
I've got one downstairs that was gifted to me, so I can't really complain about it. But it's not that great.
Yeah.
it's got all the usual bugs with the screen just being stretched too much.
Yeah.
There is a problem, I think, with a capacitor or something. Like I'm having issues with the color white. Like whenever there's white, it's like sucking into the center.
Okay.
But even if that wasn't an issue, it's still not a beautiful set. Like it's just not great.
Right.
The Grundig unit I've got next to the low is also a fantastic TV. That was like a steal for $100. So I've got some really good TVs for like bugger all money. So I'm pretty well set now, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, I nearly
Okay.
forgot about it because I always feel like I've had it for a long time. It's just kind of fits in with everything. So
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's so good. If you want to borrow any SCART cables to test stuff out, because you've got a Super Famicom, I've got some SCART cables because I've got mine set up through a transcoder. It goes RGB to component, or like SCART to component. So then I can use it in my transcoder.
yeah, right.
So if you want to borrow any to try it out, let me know.
So we're about to talk about the Platinum Trophy
Yeah.
origins and the pitfalls of it, and
Yeah, which I find interesting because I do like trophies. Going for platinums, I have actively done a few times when it's a game that I really like, and I want to get more out of it, and it's not like ridiculous, like complete every single little thing in the game. It's just sometimes it could end up being very monotonous and repetitive, and then you get the trophy and you go, oh shit, what a waste of time.
yeah, it's you got bragging rights only if it comes up in conversation, and then it's kind of just like, oh wow, I'm glad I did all that shit, like
Yeah.
But it's kind of I mean, we could start to see it happening in PS2 games with like Final Fantasy 12 had a trophy room where if you got all the maps, you got a figurine. If you killed all the bosses, you got a figurine. So it was like an area within the game that you would just go to and look at all the things.
Yeah.
But I guess like, you could still talk about it with your mates. It just wasn't online, I suppose. But yeah, I don't have many platinums either. Maybe because of some of the games I want to play to get some of the platinums have been ludicrously difficult.
Yeah.
Some of the From Software platinums are just borderline. I don't know. You'd have to essentially ruin the game to do it. But yeah, what got me thinking about it was so Lies of P. I guess it reminded me of Armored Core 6. Both games needed a triple playthrough, but Armored Core 6 did it so much better. Like each playthrough had new levels. There was like dialogue that extended off the new game. So they knew that you're on New Game Plus, for example, and they gave you options and extended NPC backgrounds. So they really spent some time and fleshed it all out. So it didn't feel like hard work. Like it just felt an extension of more game.
Yeah.
And in the third, so New Game Plus, like that was still really enjoyable, and they upped the difficulty a little bit. But by that stage, you had whatever weapons you wanted and all that stuff, and there were some really cool showdowns with some of the NPCs that weren't like some of the aggressive ones that weren't friendlies right from the start. So you got to have like these ultimate one-on-one battles with them.
Okay.
And then there was a guy that was kind of your mate, and then he kind of turns on you, but then at the end he comes back to being an ally. There's all these sort of reasons why they had to have him. So I thought that was 60 hours well spent. Like I really enjoyed that. Alternatively, this was 3 playthroughs, and initially I was like, oh cool, they've expanded the tier level for the upgrades for his heart, because you go in and give him upgrades, and I think it maxed out at tier 5 on New Game, and then New Game Plus is 6, and then Plus is 7. But
okay,
that was, that didn't. It's not enough to keep you there. you get stuff like the decoder, so you can hear what the puppets are saying. Because initially, when you play the game, like whenever the puppets are talking, it's just like gibberish down the bottom of the screen. And then you get the decoder, and you can understand what they're saying, and then you get a plot line that pretty much goes through the rest of the game. And that's nice, but it's hardly a massive effort. And I just sort of thought, who decided on the trophies and the format and having to do 3 playthroughs or 3 endings to get the platinum? And I just felt like, was it PlayStation that made the call, or was it the developers? And I ended up looking it up, and it's apparently the developers that decide on the trophies, and then they decide if it's bronze, silver, gold, and then they have to have a certain amount or a certain quota to sort of, I think they must put it through a checks and balance process through PlayStation, and then they go, yeah, cool, get off you go, do your trophies.
Yeah.
But I just sort of thought, if you get it wrong, you're sort of you're asking someone to spend a lot of extra time for such little reward. And I really feel like that game, like I kind of don't want to play it ever again now. Like I didn't even play the DLC for it while I was playing it, because I just felt like, I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
So there's a real risk of stuffing it up, I think. You can really alienate your player there. Other games like the Demon Souls remaster, they had Bluepoint do that remaster, and their trophies were kind of silly, eh? You had to kill bosses in particular ways. If you stuffed it, you had to do a whole new playthrough just to get back to that point.
That's poor design.
And and I know you can turn it off or you can look, but PS5 hides the trophies. You've got to go in and select the option to open them up. You kind of don't want to see the progress storyline trophies, because then it reveals name drops and who you got to beat to win, and all that sort of stuff. So I usually leave them off. But in the case of Demon Souls, like, I'd already killed the boss, and then I was like, oh, what are all these extra trophies? And then I was like, oh, I was supposed to kill that guy only using arrows and not anything else, or I was supposed to leave all the additional guys in the screen, or one of them I fluked it by accident and got this extra trophy, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I finished it and was missing maybe half the whole trophies. All the gold level trophies in Demon Souls were for collecting all the rings and all the magic, and that's really difficult to do, because you've got to kind of think ahead and not sort of shut off certain NPC quest lines. To get all the rings too, there's like multiple variations of the same ring. So New Game Plus might have a +1 ring, and then New Game Plus Plus has a +2 ring. I was like, dude, that is so painful to try and find that ring, because you'd have to be looking up guides. Otherwise, you just run around a big game world like doing your head in,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. If they get it wrong, like, I'd rather there was no trophies,
Yeah, just play the game.
because it goes from being like a stretch goal to just time wasting, hey?
And that's what they
you're
should
looking
be,
at
like, just an extension of the game as much as possible, where, just somehow make it fun, make it a novelty, and, don't do this crap where, you've already gone past this point, now you have to do a new playthrough to get that trophy. Like, that's dumb.
Yeah, and I think there's a very real danger of going to somewhere like I'm trying to think of it's called Power Picks or something like that. It's a website that has the trophy guide, or the
Oh, yeah.
and it'll have the rating, like level 6 out of 10 difficulty and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I find those things are game wreckers. Like, I mean, it's not their fault. It just has spoilers galore.
Yeah.
And you have to pick a very specific path to get, because they'll try and make it the most efficient way to platinum it. So they'll be like, do this bit, and then make sure you talk to this NPC because it's missable. it destroys the surprise, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I'd really question its purpose in a lot of ways, because I don't know how many people would play through the game normally and then start again and then use the guide to do it. Like, you'd
Yeah.
really have to love the game, hey?
You would.
Which is kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like, well, what's the point of the website? Is it for people who are habitual, like platinum hunters? You know what I mean? Like, they just want the bragging rights of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some people, there's definitely like a subculture, a group of people that
Yeah.
are into that, and they just hunt.
I bought a game from a local seller who is a nice guy. He sent me his PSN request. I was trying to say very nicely that I don't usually play online at all, so it's almost like I appreciate the PSN request, but I'm never going to be doing online games with you. Like, at best, it would be a hi, how you going?
Yeah.
Have you played this recently? But at the same time, like, if you're playing a game on your PS5, you're kind of not really in the mood to chat because you're just playing. You know what I mean? Like, if it's
Yeah.
via text.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but then he sent me like his profile thing, and then he sent me a screenshot of all these trophies, and I kind of felt like half the reason why he sent me the request was to show me his trophies.
Could be.
Because he had like
To compare.
he had like 100 and had like 110 platinums. I was like, dude, I don't know, I've got like 12
Yeah, that's
because
a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check mine. I think I've got like 4.
Yeah, like, some games aren't terrible to do. Like, if you do one of those, storyteller games, they did those a series of, it was almost like a walking book sort of thing. It was a whole series of them. They
Oh
weren't,
yeah,
I think, Telltale
Telltale
Games.
Games.
That's what.
Telltale Games.
Yeah, yeah, they weren't. From what I believe, they weren't terribly difficult to do. But then, like other games, like really, really difficult.
I've
Just
got
massive time
6
sinks. Hey,
6 platinums.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
massive.
think the golds are probably a better reflection of commitment. I think platinum's just kind of like, I spent 20 extra hours trying to find one of each of the different enemies that only come out one in 100 drops.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Is it
I'd rather just be playing another game.
100%? Yeah, there's a lot of wasted time, but there's some that 2 that I remember being good. Astro's Playroom, because that came for free on the PS5.
Yep.
That was really fun. And then yeah, like, there's just extra cool little things. I had to look up how to do some of them, but they were only like basic novelty kind of things, or it wasn't too hard to do. And then Spider-Man on PS4,
Okay.
I
Yep.
platinumed that. I didn't have that much left to do by the end of the game, and the swinging around in that game is so fun. And had to take photos of a bunch of different areas, but that was cool to see, like, different parts of the city with little Easter eggs. Like, that was fun. So there's definitely good ways to do it.
I think if it feels like an extension of what you're already doing and enjoying, and
Yeah.
if it just means you take your time a little more and do some exploration, I think that's valid.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like, a lot of these games, I was already doing that, and I was 2/3 of the way, 3/4, without meaning to. I was getting those trophies, but what kind of happens is you kind of sell it to yourself and say, I've only got to spend another 10 hours. I've done most of it anyway. I might as well see it through.
Yeah.
And then you end up in this track where you're like, dude, this is like another weekend just farming, or another weekend trying to get the drop. And
It's
I
like
just
a
think they really pushed
sunk
it.
cost fallacy. It's like, I've already put this much
Yeah.
time into it. I might as well. It's like, well, that time's gone either way. Do you actually want to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I've found now a lot of the time I'll actually have a really quick look at the trophy, not so much the guide, but just if there's, for example, if they've mixed multiplayer in with single campaign, I'm immediately don't want to borrow it. And you can quite often see that with games like Doom Eternal. I think it had like 0.5% or something of people platinumed it. And I was like, I wonder why that is. And then I looked at it and I was like, you have to do all these multiplayer kills, you have to do all these assists. I was like, but
Yeah.
what are they? Who are they pitching it to? Are they trying to encourage online game when 90% of the trophies are campaign mode? Like it just feels like
Yeah.
they've just tried to flesh it out.
Yeah, there should be basically a separate section, multiplayer
Yeah,
trophies
yeah,
with a platinum if they want, but all definitely a single player with platinum. That should be
yeah,
how they should do it. Yeah, and they could. I'm
yeah.
sure
So
it's
I
possible.
just thought that was, a good thing to bring up and flesh out a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you heard of
I would,
retro achievements?
oh, yeah, I think so. It's funny though. Yeah, yeah.
It's
I haven't. I haven't. I think I looked at it, but I
yeah,
never.
that's pretty cool. Like, say you've got a favorite game and you kind of feel like you've uh worn it out, or you're just like, "Oh, I've done everything there is to do in this game. Uh, or it is a game that you just do like to replay. You can replay it and see what trophies pop for you, what you do, and then look at it, and then they'll set like goals, like if it's Mario Brothers, finish super like level 1 in a certain amount of time, or get this score on Ninja Warriors in this level, like that kind of thing. But it's
Yeah,
only currently it's technically possible only via emulation. I saw one thing about the NES where they like integrated a Raspberry Pi somehow into an NES that was connected to the internet, and you put your actual cartridge into the NES and you're playing it, and then like there's a screen on there and like little trophies are popping up when you're doing stuff in the game. That was pretty wild. So maybe in the future you can do it on like actual hardware. Um,
yeah. Okay.
but yeah, that's something to consider. It's that's the only thing. It's at the moment you can't really do it on not original hardware, and you're pretty much playing it all original. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
some MAME. You play a bit of MAME here and
Oh,
there.
years a distant second. Yeah, I probably haven't fired up main for maybe 6 months or more. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah. It kind of. That's the other thing I find weird is like the the need for the trophy. Just to start with. It's kind of like it's there's some gratification in there, but where did that sort of? We were talking about Final Fantasy 12 having
mm,
the trophy room. Um, where did that really start from? Like it used to just be, I finished the game or I finished the game deathless, and now it's kind of like we need these little um,
yeah.
incentives or these little
Little
bites
dopamine
of
hit.
like, hey, you're really cool, and
Yeah.
it actually reminds me of the PS5 where it tells you your story progression or your game completion percent on the home screen, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm wondering if I can turn that off because I actually don't want to know that. It feels like it becomes a task then to see it through as opposed to just enjoying what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like if you have a session and then you do like an extra 7% of main story, and you're like 7%, yeah, that was a good session. But it's like, but do we need to have these little pats on the back all the time? Like, adults for God's sake, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it
I
feels
know what you
good,
mean. Yeah.
but I feel like we've almost been sold this as gamers over the course of 20 something years, and now it's kind of like I don't think anything will ever beat finishing an arcade game and watching the credit screen on one credit. That's the ultimate. Like, and you would be in a minority if you didn't sit back from it and just be like, hey, check this shit out. I just fucking finished it. You know what I mean? Like, you want
100%.
people to see that because you just
Yeah,
own you own something that was designed to take your money and you just did it on one credit.
that's why yeah, 1cc is so sought after and impressive.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, I'd be happy if that's all we ever did was the credit screen or the ending and
Yeah.
But some games now, like almost rush the ending. It's almost like an afterthought, like, oh, we better throw in a little scene at the end, you know?
Yeah, which it used to be
and
like a big payoff.
yeah, and if you got a shit ending, you'd be like, oh, those dogs. Like Robocop 3 on SNES, that's got a terrible ending, hey? Just real dog shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like I think it's two screens, like
Uh,
just flat screen with the writing coming up. Because you got to blow up the megacorp or whatever it is, the
Okay.
corporation, and yeah, I mean it's not the world's best game to start with, but the ending's just very kind of like, oh, okay,
Thanks
yeah.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like you compare it to like, I don't know, Secret of Mana or Zelda or something, and when they go back through all the towns and you see the little NPC stories and you see how the characters have made it through and you see like their continuation of them living their lives, that sort of ending.
Okay.
Games like Earthbound, brilliant ending, eh? Like,
Oh, I've never played it.
do get that going. It's on the SNES Classic if you got one of those. It's built into it.
Oh, I've got the flash card for the SNES, so I play it on the Rigididge. You've got a copy of it, original copy.
I've got a I can't find it. I definitely. Oh, there it is. I've just got like an AliExpress because this is ridiculously expensive.
It is, right? Yeah,
Like, a bit of glare going on there, but yeah. So this is
looks
just
pretty
like a
good.
Ali special. Yeah. So it's
PAL?
very
Yeah.
yeah. So it's called Mother 2 on Famicom because the first one was just Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real visually it's kind of comical and it looks a little simple and it can be a little off-putting if you're not ready for it. Like it looks almost like an NES game, like it's quite basic.
Right.
But the storytelling and the adventures these guys get up to, hey, it's almost unparalleled. It's right up there, like gold
Awesome.
standard.
Awesome.
There's all sorts of weird shit. Like you go behind a little tiny bar in this particular town, and it's almost like the dudes making it were just on a massive acid bender, eh? Like it's all the colors go weird, and the
They
screen
probably
goes
were.
black with like all the buildings that you've been walking through go neon. It's like a dream sequence happens inside the guy's head. Like it's
So cool.
yeah, it's crazy, eh? Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play some more sort of. It's an RPG, right? Would you
Yeah.
say? Yeah, I've been meaning to play some
Yeah,
more.
yeah. It's very much turn based. You get lots of RNG on the levels when you level up, like how many points you get and all that sort of stuff is very much random.
Yeah.
It's not overly difficult. It's just a fun little game. It's probably, I don't know, 25 hours, something like that. Yeah, it's a good game. I played it over the Christmas break maybe 2 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a
Loved
great
it.
game.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
yeah. It was because I sort of looked at it on SNES Classic when I got it, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. It looks a bit simple. And then the amount of people that kept talking about it, and then I was talking to an eBay guy in Japan, and he was talking about his favorite game was the original one, and I was like, really? I said to him, "You're talking about Earthbound?" He goes, "Oh, well, that's the next one." But he said, "Yeah, definitely play it." So yeah, I did. Awesome
Yeah,
game.
right. Nice. Definitely give it a shot. Yeah, I was looking up where they started. Um, the trophy system anyway. Like there's versions. I'm on Wikipedia, and there's like versions of trophies that happened earlier, but they were just sort of in-game single trophies. But like multi-game
Yep.
achievement systems, they started. It says that the Microsoft's Xbox 360 Gamer Score system introduced at E3 in 2005 and implemented on the 360's launch date. But okay, so that was already there from the start, and they extended the Gamerscore support to the Games for Windows Live scheme in 2007 by including support for achievements in Halo 2. And it
That's
took,
familiar.
yeah, and it took Sony until 2008 before they brought trophies in. It's a pretty big gap.
Yeah, that's right. Xbox were really pushing that online platform and the
Yeah.
interactive Yeah, whereas Sony was just still doing PS2 stuff.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, I guess it did come out first, didn't it? The 360, I think. And Valve was doing uh multi-game achievement system for Steam in 2007. Yeah. And yeah, then they even mentioned in 2012 retro achievements started to retroactively add achievements to old game systems for use in emulation
That long
software.
ago, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's a pretty big community now. And you can sign up and you can create trophies like for certain games that you really like. I think you have to I don't know how. You have to sort of set what the trophy is going to be, and then you got to do it yourself, I think, so that the game knows what triggers it. I don't know how it works. But Shane Saul, I believe, has done some trophies. He's like a pretty, you know, Shane? Pretty, you heard the
Only
name?
by reputation, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's got some world records. Great Donkey Kong player. He was right up there with Neil with Wonder Boy.
Oh, right,
He's a
okay.
bit of a beast of a gamer, and
Yeah, great. Okay.
so he's done some achievements. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's kind of our thoughts on trophies or achievements. I enjoy it. I just I feel like it can distract you from the game and maybe take away from the essence of what video games are and should be, but they can also it's a fine line because they can also enhance the experience if it's done
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Our next topic, what do we have on the way? What are we looking at getting next for pickups?
Well, I'm, I'm sort of revisiting some earlier Super Nintendo cartridge games I picked up. I'm sort of, I guess, because I've almost got everything I'm after there. I'm just looking for sort of CIB stuff because I've noticed the market, like in some areas, has sort of backed off a little. So
Right.
I was looking at Neo Contra on PAL for PS2, and that was like $300 for quite a while. I was like, I don't know. It's never was a really awesome game to start with. It's just kind of cool, like Contra's, Contra. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and so I was like, I don't think I could do $300. It just sounds like silly money for what it is.
Yeah.
But I was watching one dude. He had it there for 300, and then it was like 200, and then it got down to $100. And I don't know whether that's reflective of Neo Contra or the market or just the guy. I don't know, but I ended up grabbing it for $100.
Nice.
Yeah, so pretty much on sort of parity with what it would have been from EB Games back in the day. That was probably like an 89 or a $79 banger.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and
Fair
then
price.
yeah, and then some other SNES stuff. It's sort of, I mean, it's expensive. It's not like it's below what you could buy for back in the day, but I feel like in a lot of instances, it's kind of stopped growing at a stupid rate,
Yeah.
and people are kind of maybe I don't know, maybe they're sort of in this position where they're like, I've got all these really expensive assets, but no one's buying it. So what is it actually worth? I've got like I don't know, Zelda 3, Link to the Past, for example. I don't know, $550 CIB, but there's also 10 other Link to the Past for 550 on eBay. So
Yeah.
how do I, if I'm trying to sell this thing, hence why I got a shop, how do I get my $500 because no one's buying it? Or if they are, I'm in this very unspoken bidding war with the other 9 sellers, and I don't want to drop too much, but at the same time, I do want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's almost this second wave of people reevaluating what something's actually worth. And I don't think there's any steals there, but I definitely think you could get a little further on your dollar now than what you could maybe even 12 months ago.
Yeah.
So if you were doing it from scratch, it's definitely not the right time to buy. But if you're looking to top up a few and you can afford it, I think it's not a terrible time.
Right. That's good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm sort of looking at, and I guess when I see some cheap stuff, I was looking at a PS4 game, is it the Outer Limits? Is that what it's called? Off the top of my head, it's a sort of action adventure. I think it's called the Outer Limits or the Outer Worlds, maybe.
Okay.
Is that a game, or am I making that up? Let's do a quick Google. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called because they're coming up with a sequel to it.
Okay. Nice.
The Outer Worlds, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one. It might be a game called Outer Limits as well. Yeah, so that was it's an Obsidian game, so it should be okay. They do some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so it's like a $10 banger on eBay. So that's the sort of stuff I'm pepper potting,
Nice. What was the game called?
But
What was the right?
the Outer Worlds. It sort of looks a little bit like, so it's an alternate future. It almost looks a bit like Fallout kind of styled graphic and font.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got the sequel coming out, I think,
Fallout
next year.
well. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, which I hope it isn't. I've got to admit, I don't like Fallout. But I feel like it's one of those games. Oh, I feel like Fallout's like one of those games people revere, and then I play it, and I tried to like it. 3 and 4, I'm like, yeah, it's just not for me. Hey.
Yeah. Fair enough, man.
And then I've got a reasonable amount of PS5 games on my watch list. Stuff like Hades 2, maybe a couple of Resident Evils, like 7 and 8. I'm just sort of waiting for a Black Friday sale, and then if the price is right, I'll grab them. But most of those games aren't hard to get in terms of there's always someone on eBay selling that sort of stuff. So, yeah, a few easy pickings, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. How about yourself?
I've got one game on the way. It's another Super Deluxe game. So those guys I was going through before, but it's not directly from them. And I'll talk about it more once it arrives in the next episode. Yeah.
Okay.
It's, it was kind of fun getting it the way I did.
You've gone from a side developer to another 90-degree twist again, sort of thing. So you're really getting in the niche, by the sounds of it.
As in, like,
you know what I mean? Like, definitely off the beaten path, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. So it is like a Super Deluxe release, but I didn't buy it from them because it's sold out. So I found another way.
Right.
Not a dodgy way or anything, but it'll be more fun to talk about, I think, when I have it there to show off. If it ever comes, we'll see. It should do.
I wonder who sets like the pressing number for how many units they're going to make.
Yeah, that's true.
Because everything sells out so quick, and you're like, dude, you could have done like another 200, 300, and you still would have not had them sitting around the warehouse,
Yeah, well, they've got some that are like from when they first started that you can still buy, and then they've got other ones that have sold out that are more modern. So I guess they're just choosing, like, they are doing pre-orders, but I don't think there's like a hard limit as far as I know. So I don't know how they're doing it, because Limited Run will do a pre-order up until a certain point, and if you miss that, that's it. Like,
yeah.
But they sometimes do re-releases and stuff, which kind of pisses people off because they'll say, like, apparently they're pretty dodgy. They'll say stuff, like, this is a one-time release, and you never get released again, and then they do another release, and that kind of affects the value for other people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if you were collecting it to have it graded, like, that would shit you off.
Big time.
It kind of reminded me of like back in the day, you'd be watching, I don't know, the cricket because you're bored shitless, and they'd have like the limited edition print of, I don't know, bloody Don Bradman scratching his balls or some shit, and they'd do like, this picture of 19 bloody 85 or whatever. We only done 100 of them, but it was like every test match there'd be another limited edition run of these items or photos or whatever, and you just kind of like, I don't know, it's clever, like because you don't want to
Yeah,
miss out, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
can you imagine all these people buying up these limited edition collectors things in whatever their favorite genre is? Um, and depending on what it is, but sometimes there's next to no effort in that whatsoever for these companies to make it. It's kind of like, dude, like it's such a clever little ploy, hey.
Yeah.
Like those cricket ones. It's like when Franklin Mint do that. Oh yeah, we're doing a limited edition £1 bloody collector's coin or some shit, and you're like, oh, good on you, fellas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Good on
such a
ya.
easy thing to cash in on all the coin collectors because there's thousands of them out there.
Yeah.
I think the stamp companies do the same thing as well. Like, oh, this limited pressing of this stamp. It's like, oh my god,
Oh
you know.
no. This is the scarcity thing is really
Yeah.
they try to get people. Yeah, man.
There's one of the biggest ones is like guitars. Hey, they're like Gibson guitars. They'll do so many re-releases of a certain Les Paul from like 59 Les Paul's like the most desirable Les Paul. So every year they'll do, a 59 reissue Les Paul, and then they put the year that the reissue was. So like a 2025 59 Les Paul reissue, and then they'll have, I don't know, only 59 of this color top and then 59 of this color top. And
Yeah.
people get caught up in it because there might only be 59, but then you times it by how many like top colors there are. And then the following year, they do the same thing again. And it's like, it's limited, but it's limited. And then there's still like 20,000 of them in circulation. That's,
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
know.
don't know.
It's like limited, but fuck, we also want to make a lot of money, so let's make a shitload of them,
Yeah.
even though it's limited. When does that actually mean? When does it stop meaning something? You know?
Yeah.
Guess that's
And,
why
we
collecting
might,
the real stuff, the real old stuff, not the re-releases,
yeah.
is like that stuff's always worth a decent amount.
And there is like I don't know if it'll ever, actually happen, but there is also a fear of, what if there's a full generation of people that aren't interested in the thing that's been highly collectible, and then you have that generation die off,
Hmm.
and then you got like this 25-year window plus of people who aren't interested,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and so you've got all these highly, prized collectibles, but their value is actually nothing because no one actually wants them because they weren't exposed to that era, so they got no nostalgic value.
Yep.
It is a minor concern depending on how many thousand you've invested in your hobby. Hey, it
Yeah,
could happen.
for sure. They could end up being worth way less. But then, are you ever going to sell it anyway?
Well, I guess not. Yeah,
Depends.
it's almost worthless anyway in that sense. Hey,
Yeah, exactly. Like, but maybe
you just got to pay for it.
your kids or whatever,
Yeah,
whoever inherits all these bits of metal and plastic
yeah,
that happen to have awesome games on them.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking at Coin Op Wars because I went into One Up with like less than 10 hours. I think there was maybe 6 hours or something left on the point blank score
Okay.
to challenge Pete's point blank score.
Yep.
So his score was 169,065, and I got 169,239. And I can do better than that. I can get more than
Yep.
180, but I was like, I'd already had a few goes, and by that point, I was like, okay, that's enough. That'll do. And you can
Yeah.
actually see the time. I did it in less than 30 days.
Yep.
And that's how long you're supposed to have, right? But he got the
Yep.
100 points. I just saw this. So I think there was an issue there with me stealing that 100 points off him. It should have given then another 30 days, I think, on my score for someone else to beat it.
Yeah.
So I might have to hit up Steve and say, "Hey, man, give me 100 points." Like I don't really care, but that's part of the fun of the system is that then it gives somebody else a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah.
Like maybe Pete goes back and beats it again.
Yeah. It's yeah, I'm not really like there's a few little bugs in there. Like it also depends if he'd previously held it for 30 days. I think that might have something to do with it. But I've noticed sometimes the score is almost like a rolling update. If you've had multiple attempts over, 6 months to a year or whatever, it might be rolling that score up to the most recent iteration. I'm not fully
Okay.
across it, to be honest. But Steve has admitted there are things he needs to fix in there.
Yeah, I
But
mean it must be.
yeah,
It's probably a huge beast of a thing. It
yeah,
works
for sure.
really well for the most part.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I can see MSW. Is that Mark?
yeah, it certainly is.
He put up a score after the only score that's been put up since mine at one up or in general for point blank, and he got 139, 479. Yeah, I don't know if there's much happening, but that day I think I went from being 11th to 9th on the list, and now I'm 10th. So
Yeah, right.
it's good fun. It gives me something to. That's a part of the thing when you go into an arcade, right? Unless you already have like a 1cc in mind or some goals in mind that you want to do. For me, I look at like what scores I might be able to beat on Coin Op Wars, and I'm like, all right, I'll go play these games if they're fun, if they're games I'm interested in, and that's what I'll
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
So, oh, geez, there's a few scores to beat from Stephen, Golden Axe, Alien vs Predator, and Sam on Ikaruga, SAM. Oh, who's this bloke? JM, Zero Team,
Yeah.
with 4 thumbs up, mate. Jeez.
Hey.
I think there's been some scores for Mr. Do as well, right? Because
Yeah, it certainly
that's the
has.
game of the month for Arcade Wars.
Yeah, yeah,
So let's have a look at Mr.
yeah.
Do.
Some
Not
cheeky sausage
oh
put up a heck of a score.
yeah, what was it 6 million on Arcade Wars?
Yeah, yeah. I really have no idea. Like I've only played Mr. Do a little bit. It reminds me of Dig Dug with some extra strategy involved. Like you've got this sort of a boomerang attack you can do. Um, the whole sort of dropping the apples instead of the rocks, like in Dig Dug, sort of thing's very similar. I believe you got to make little channels and then deliberately coax
Yeah.
multiple enemies into the channel. Yeah, there's definitely more to it though. I'm pretty amateur at it, to be honest. You need someone who's done it a bit to walk you through it. I think.
Yeah, right.
I,
Yeah,
I don't think
there's
we're going to be.
in don't what did you say it was 6 million the
Yeah,
score?
I'm pretty sure it's 6 million. Yeah, is it still up there? I'm
I'm
guessing
having a
so.
look at what the world record is, and the world record for the arcade is 6,282,550 on marathon settings. So I don't know what the settings look like, but someone did get
What's the
1.3 million on main.
What's the name of the 6 million guy? Because it could be the same dude.
An unnamed player apparently. How does that make sense?
Yeah, right.
That's AI overview, so I don't really trust it. Mr. Do world record, Twin Galaxies. That'd be the best place, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Do. Oh, Barra. Let's have a look. Okay, track points, and this is arcade. Oh no, maybe it's his main. Yeah, 1,061,000 is the top one for points. Tournament settings.
Okay.
So
it's
And that's by Dazza.
right. I'm assuming 6 million would take a while.
Oh man, hell yeah! Is it maybe
'Cause
a
I thought-
typo or?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's either a typo, a legit 6 mil, or a legit 6 mil with a little bit of a minor work and a bit of magic on the old glitch. I don't know. There's, but I'd imagine that would take quite a few hours. Yeah.
I do too. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's at this stage, I don't know if anyone's going to beat that. Like, that's kind of it.
yeah. That's beast.
Yeah, bit of a quick month, I think, in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, it seems to just be rules. Oh, okay. There seems to be some kind of life trick you can do. Whether that's allowed in the actual game, I don't know.
It reminds me of the old Rainbow Islands. One of the groups over in the States worked out a leech or a loop, and I think it just keeps giving you the bonus room or something. But yeah, they maxed out at 9.99 million, and I was like, oh, come on, fellas! Like, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. It I feel like it kind of kills the month a little bit when that happens, because it's kind of like, well, we're not playing on the same playing field now.
Yeah.
Like, do you join the exploit group, or do you just play your best game and be happy coming second at best?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's on MAME, that record, 1,061,000.
Yeah, okay.
I do want to find it for arcade.
I think for Rainbow Islands, we got like I think about 2.3 million with our sort of best for that 1 month. So we didn't get anywhere near the 10 million, but we we're pretty happy with our learning of that game. So
yeah,
I guess that's the magic of Arcade Wars, is you're spending 30 days learning something that you might not normally play.
Yeah.
But you get a lot of development and growth out of that 30 days, because it's challenging the genres you're playing and playing styles. And like, I'm not a massive black screen sort of 80s arcade player. I sort of probably wouldn't go any further back than Shinobi, that sort of thing.
Right.
Probably Ghosts and Goblins. But, having said that, I did enjoy Dig Dug. So, sometimes you just got to forget what it is and just enjoy it.
Yeah, just play it and see if you like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world record on arcade is 30 million and 75,000. And that's on Twin Galaxies marathon settings. So no discussions, no dispute. And the next score down is 8.2 million. So the 6 million score would be the third in the world. And if it's set in an arcade, I'm guessing it might be on original hardware. But this was in 2008, and the verification method was referee. So,
dude, there's been some absolute clunkers gone through. Hey, I put in a dispute for Empire Strikes Back, where the guy taped it on VHS, and he was like getting his ass handed to him by Darth Vader, and then the tape has like had a moment, and the explanation, and then it comes back just before he beats the game, and there was some sort of an explanation like, oh yeah, the tape stuffed up, but lucky we had a backup or something. And I was like, what are you talking about? What, did you splice it as well? Like, but even more so than that is the guy changed the difficulty at the very start, and everyone missed it.
No.
So he put it on like easy. So even with all the bullshit about the tape had a problem, like he wasn't playing it on the track setting.
Anyway. And did that get taken off?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, so the system works, but it is amazing how many very obvious ones have slipped through, and
Right.
Yeah, it happens.
So There's an extra life trick for the arcade game Mr. Do. It's a glitch that
Yep.
awards 255 lives, which is only possible on certain versions of the Taito arcade machine. To execute this trick, you must lose all your lives on the first level with an apple in the top 2 rows. Then, on your final life, cause the apple to drop and kill you simultaneously as you shoot the last enemy. Not that hard, by the sounds of it, but probably not that easy. So, who knows? The rules don't say anything about it. There's no disputes on Twin Galaxies. Who knows if they're using that? But that's
controversial.
that's a glitch that you would not generally. That would be not okay, right? For a
Yeah,
record.
unless it was on all versions, I would think that the global rules should not allow that because it's not an even playing field.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows if I wouldn't think someone's cheating in Arcade Wars. It's definitely possible someone just gets that good at it. Maybe this is that person's game. Do you know, like, do you recognize him,
be.
or have they just come in to play Mr. Do? Maybe.
I'd have to look at the name again, but I know it was dropped within like a day or two of it actually being open. So whoever it was did it almost immediately.
Right.
Oh, look, I'd have to take a realist, bordering on pessimist perspective on that and say that they did use the glitch, which is fine, I guess. We haven't ever put Arcade Wars rules to say you must not do these things. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it's kind of more of a, well, it's definitely an
So-
honesty system.
8.1 million, not 6.
8 million.
Yeah. I don't know if that's been updated recently or if it was always that.
Yeah. So
So
it was
he's
6, so now it's gone to 8. Okay.
It could just be that's his specialty. This game, you know. So
Yeah, well,
I got his name there.
I guess even with
Yeah.
255 lives, you still got to play that much of the game, hey? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
exactly. Like, yeah, you still
if you're a
gotta
shitter,
sit there
you
and you would still
Yeah.
die. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
easy.
Oh, look, I'm happy to pass that in the sense of good, power to you if you're going to play it that much. Take the win.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a patentable
yeah.
game too. So if he's got the patterns down and just
Oh,
sits
for
there for
sure, yeah.
hours, I don't know if it loops at some
Yeah.
point or if it just keeps changing. But
Pretty sure it would. If it's similar to Dig Dug, just the speed of movement increases. So you
Yeah.
have to be more efficient, and then the skill is adapting to the strategy that was working. You've got to modify it to adjust the speed.
yeah, right.
So like Dig Dug, I think from level 13, there's 4 looped levels, and they just keep going. But yeah, you've got to change the way you dig the trenches because you don't get time to pull the enemy down far enough because of how quickly they come at you. So you've still got to be a really good player. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I've had a look to see, and yeah, this guy's. I think he's known for playing Mr. Do.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is Mr. Do.
Yeah. I've had
his name changed.
Facebook post like congratulating him. He's gotten a new house high score, and this is at the Underground Retrocade. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I guess our skepticism comes from because it's such a fucking awesome score, but it's definitely doable. So congrats.
Yeah.
Good on him.
There you go. Holy shit, that thunder's it's happening.
Ooh, baby.
We've got fireworks happening 100 meters away.
Right.
Oh, I'm scared. Yeah, they're meant to be about 8 o'clock tonight. I'm sort of like, are they still doing it, or I don't know.
Yeah, with that weather.
It feels like a recipe for disaster, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the seconds from impact. Yeah.
It all fizzles out because it's all wet, or it explodes as lightning comes and.
Yeah, big static discharge, bang.
Oh. We've got two. Oh, we got one thing left on the run sheet. Do you feel like doing that, or because this is going to be like a 3-hour episode? I thought this one was going to be shorter.
We're not doing a good job of that. We can hook in.
Yeah, sweet. All right, go for it.
Yeah. So I guess the second game on my deep dive, it almost feels like a game that doesn't really qualify for a deep dive because it feel like if you didn't know better, it doesn't feel like there's a lot to it. But surprisingly enough, we were talking about earlier. I talked about Total Carnage. Well, Super Smash TV is like the game before that. This was originally an arcade game. Got a couple of things here. So 1990, dude called Eugene Jarvis was the dude behind it. He did Robotron. And with that in mind, you can see a lot of the similarities going on there.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, of course. Super
Yeah, so
similar.
Robotron was. Yeah, it's got like the. I think the sticks are the same too for Smash TV Arcade. I think they're both rotary sticks. I think. I'm not
Cool.
sure. I've never actually played the arcade, but yeah. So Robotron was 82. This was like 80. No, I don't have the date. It might be like 94, something like that. But yeah, it's set in a dystopian 1999 future. Sounds funny when you look at it like that, but it's like the Running Man, movie with Arnie in it, which I think was like 87, something like that. Yeah, 1987. So you're playing in this futuristic game show. It's televised and there's a live studio audience, and you essentially go through all these rooms or arenas with the goal of making it through to the boss and then onto the next world or the next set of studio rooms.
Yep.
But yeah, it's essentially like a death match every single room. So you start off with like baseball bat sluggers, and then you get like little robots that shoot laser beams, and then you get little tanks come in. You get like sentries on the sides of the wall that have machine gun nests, sort of thing. And it gets increasingly more manic, and you get really bad hand fatigue, like it's so demanding. Hey, so
I can imagine.
I'll just grab my controller.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo controller is like a super good controller for this, right?
So it's a great controller, but these hard edges, well, they're rounded, but they're hard plastic. You really get cramps in between the thumb and the index finger right in here.
Right.
And these games last a long time. Like we're talking like 40-something minutes of constant movement. So your direction pad does what you think it would, 8-way direction. And if you want to shoot in a direction, you got to press the corresponding direction, just like it's a control pad.
Yep.
So if you want to shoot up and left, you press those two at once.
Yeah.
So it's quite involved because you're moving independently to the direction of shoot. So you've got to detach quite quickly those two things.
Yeah.
So quite often, like most arenas have 4 doors, and then in the last arena, like the third world, you'll also have these snake heads that have snakes coming down. So you've got stuff everywhere. Hey, like it's quite incredible the amount of stuff on the screen. So
Yeah.
I'll be like facing one way and then moving the other way. And if I've got like a shield, for example, I'll be like backing the shield up into the door to kill everything coming out while I'm shooting in another direction. Because you want to be killing as much stuff as quickly as you can before it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
Some enemies move quicker than you can as well, like the bulls. The bulls will surge forward. They're like mechanical robot bulls. They surge forward really quick, and it makes it really tough not to die in those sort of levels. Hey, so when you put all that together, it's a really difficult game to finish. And honestly, I can't 1cc it. Like I got a score, I think, of 22 million, something like that. And that's like the highest PAL score, but I think it's RTM, I think his initials are, on NTSC. He's got the Twin Galaxies record. He's got something like 39 million, which is a really impressive score, hey? So,
wow.
Yeah. So I put together, the other cool thing is too, I've got bonus rooms, hidden rooms in the game. So when you
Uh,
finish a level, like the first level has a world map, and it has like a top down view of all the different connecting doors. So you can pick which way you want to proceed through the boss, and there's like a couple of cash rooms with a dollar sign over them, and that's where you get a lot of prizes pop up all over the screen.
Okay.
But there's a hidden room in every level, like in each world, I should call them. So sets of rooms as a hidden secret room. The secret room is always in the bottom right corner, but when you get down to it, the screen doesn't tell you that. It tells you to go north or go down or wherever. You've got to keep pushing right into this secret room.
Yeah, right.
And you've got to go in each of the secret rooms to then unlock I think it's called the Pleasure Dome, which is just this massive money pit.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so cheesy as well with the connotations.
the Pleasure Dome.
Yeah, they've done such a good job with the cheese factor. Yeah, really bright, gaudy color palette. It's got the showgirls with the bloody boob tape and all that good stuff, and the
Disgusting.
dude with the pinstripe suit going on. And yeah, it's great. So
Yeah.
you got to get in each of these secret rooms, right? And you also need to collect 10 keys through the course of one game, and the keys are just literally pop up like a weapon icon, and you got to get 10 of those, otherwise the room won't open up at the end. So I wrote down a map. So to get to the secret room is not hard once you know it's there, but there's a little bit more to it than that. So I've got this sort of a plays guide. So I've got like an old booklet, and I've got all my sort of walkthrough strategies. So it's a bit like the Water Boy with the coach's playbook, that sort of thing.
I was going to say, it looks like the musings of a madman.
Yeah, there's a bit of gibberish in there. So I was getting to these bonus rooms, but then what happens is, because the bonus room's in like the bottom corner, when you proceed through the exit, there's usually 2 exits out of the bonus room. One of the exits will get you to the boss much quicker than the other. So if you're playing for points, you want to take the longest route possible. The problem is you got way more exposure to dying trying to get there. So I've like written down, for example, stage 1 after the bonus room, you want to go down, right, and then that'll take you to the boss.
Uh-huh.
So, and then like level 2, you're down, right, down, right, then to the boss. So it's a lot more like you're being exposed to a lot more arenas. And some of those arenas are like brutal. Hey, like there's one of them that it feels like it's never going to end. You're in there for like maybe 4 minutes, just constant decision making. And it really, it's like a triage process. Like you've got to work out what the greatest risk is and what's going to kill you first and target that. And you got to keep moving, but you don't want to move too much because you're going to move into danger. So one of the strategies you want to have is there's like just looking at my notes here because I always forget what it's called. There's like an orb or a pod, and it's kind of looks like a little bomb symbol, but it's effectively like a doubler. So if you've got like the standard gun, it mimics whatever weapon you have, and it's like an option, like an option ship in a shmup.
Yeah.
So the doubler is like a game changer. It'll clear literally twice as much stuff at the same rate. The problem is it spins around the character, and if an enemy gets anywhere near it, it disappears, like it goes. So so you've got to be really careful. If you've got a shield, the shield won't save the doubler. Like the orb will still touch and then disappear.
Right.
So I'd say the doubler is the most important thing in the game. Like I would rather keep that than pick up an extra life. It's that important.
Wow.
So you can have up to 9 lives per run, but you can plow through them, mate. Like the second boss, Scarface, his name is. That dude is devastating, eh? It's this massive face with like a padded shield around him. and you've got to blast the little bits of shield off until you can get to his face. He's not only massive, but he can move faster than the player. And if he like goes straight for you, there's nothing you can do about it. So you're just going to die. So fortunately, they give you heaps of shields, but I've lost like 6 lives just trying to fight him before. So I get there with 9 lives and then lose, nearly everything.
Jeez.
It's a really tough game, eh?
Yeah, I've played it
So-
like a few times and it's really fun. I love it. I just get on.
Yeah. It's got great music, hey. It's real game show,
Yeah.
80s, 90s, cheese. Just
It is.
cheesy music. It's
Yeah.
brilliant, hey? And then it's got like this silly sense of humor. Like at the end of the level, we get like all the bonuses, and you get like a toaster bonus. I don't know why, but there's like all these toasters you can buy and you pick up in the game.
Okay.
So they'll show like the end of level thing where it's got like all your prizes, and it'll have like round the world travel tickets, and it'll cash them in, and then like all the toasters you've collected. It's crazy game, hey?
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I guess some of the tips I had is, well, the first one's probably the most obvious. They put landmines throughout the levels. You really got to be aware of where the landmines are because they throw them in the cash rooms, and you'll be like, so you get kind of greedy,
Yeah.
so you get hungry for the cash, and then you go over a landmine, and it's all for nothing.
Yeah.
So you definitely know where the mines are, because in the first bonus room, for example, I've got like 2 of them right near the exit. So you're gonna be like, yeah, I got the bonus room, and then bam, straight over a mine.
Brutal.
Yeah. The next one, I'd say don't get greedy with whatever room you're in. If you're on a good thing, if you've got the doubling orb and you're able to control 2 doors, because you want to be able to do 2 doors at once if you can. So if I'm in like the southwest corner of an arena, I want to be looking at the west door and the south door and just working on those, and then I'll do like a northeast diagonal shot, and then I might do a bit of strafing.
Yeah.
And I'll have like volleys of 12 or so might come out of a door. So if I can control that sector I'm in, you're better off just staying there, right?
Yeah.
They'll throw little tempters in, like there's a power up that clears the screen instantly. There's the shields. There's the different. There's like a spread gun from Contra, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So they're all little tempters though, because they all run out. Whereas the doubling orb will go through the entire arena with you if you keep it. So you could start off in the first room and get all the way through to the boss with just that one orb. So
Right.
I'd say don't get greedy and don't extend yourself. Like if you need 10 keys and you've only got 2 of them and you're in the third set of arenas, definitely you're going to need to get 8 keys. But short of that, I wouldn't risk losing the doubling orb for anything. Like it's just not worth it. They
Yeah.
deliberately want you to break your position, so you're at risk of dying essentially.
Yep.
My next one, touched on it earlier. Prioritize your enemies and get to learn how big their attack wave is, and how much they can attack in a single movement. Like the brawlers at the start with the baseball bats, they attack in an arc. You can bait them into doing a false attack where they'll swing the bat, and you just sort of go in, kite them into doing that, and then step back. Whereas you got surge enemies, like there's a massive mechanical snake sort of thing, and that just keeps coming at you unless you direct all your firepower at that. So you want to try and blast those things as quickly as possible. There's another one that's made up of these little red balls, and I don't know what they're supposed to represent, but they come out of the door and they just come at you really fast. Hey, you've got to shoot the center of that red mass, and then they all dissolve off into little, scatterguns. There's a level where there's just nearly all those, like one after the other, come out of the doors. So you really got to know what's going to kill you before something else is, and not to worry about leaving things in the screen. Like just leave them in there if they're not going to hurt you. or if they have to make close contact, then just leave them in there. Alternatively, the little purple laser orb enemy that shoots like a full screen of laser, you need to attack them perpendicular. So you don't want to be on the same trajectory at any one point. So you want to be at 45 degrees, and it really makes it difficult if you haven't cleared the screen quickly, because they'll cut off all these lines of escape. So you'll die really quickly in those rooms if you muck around too much. Yeah, really like fiendishly clever game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess my last point is use your shields. There's two different sorts of shield. There's a close proximity shield that runs out through time, and then there's a spinning disc shield that runs out when it makes contact. So you can have two at once. You got to be aware that the spinning disc shield stops you from actually accessing the corners of the map, because the shield acts as if it was the player hitting the wall. So it actually limits your movement within that map. But whichever shield you have, definitely play to its advantage. And if it's a time-based shield, I'll always stand in a door or just mow everything down until it runs out. And then make sure you're shooting in the opposite direction to where you're moving. So you're effectively killing two things at once. But yeah,
there's a bit to it.
It's really tough, eh?
Yeah.
So I still can't finish it. I got up to the snakes, which is the end of the last major arena. And then after the snakes, I think you either get to I think you got to beat the last boss, and then it's the Pleasure Dome, I think. I couldn't remember if it was Pleasure Dome, then the last boss, but essentially 3 major worlds and 4 major bosses. So if you're good enough, you're fighting 2 big bosses one after the other. And they're bastards, every single one of them. Like the first dude, Mutoid Man, he's like a tank with like a big sort of aggressive looking head. And he can shoot lasers out his eyes, and the lasers cover 2/3 of the screen. He's on tank tracks, but I'm pretty sure he can move in parallel, so he doesn't actually move like a tank. So you got to stay diagonally away and back from him, because the lasers won't be able to get you. But if he starts like trying to corner trap you, then you need to get out of there fast. But he can move really quick, and they have a lot of hits. So there'll be like 3 or 4 phases per boss. It's brutal, man.
I recognize that when I played. It was just like, when is this fucker gonna die?
Yeah, because you blast his arms off, and then he turns into a smaller tank, and then he turns into like a tank that's all fucked up. And there's like, I think maybe 4 phases to that, and each phase, depending on what random weapon you get, you could be there for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah,
because it's a normal bullet won't hurt him, so you can only attack him with the special power-ups. Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
I finished it 2-player with my brother, and then the game goes into like stupid mode. Hey, like it's got this cool ending, and then it goes to this little cutscene where it's showing all the boards lighting up. So it's saying, like RAM 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like going down the screen, and then it goes into like frenzy mode or turbo mode or some shit. And it starts again, and everything's just going ballistic, man. It's a fun game. It's kind of like
hectic.
Yeah, I don't even mind in many ways that I can't finish it. Like, it's just a good time. Like, but it is a game you can only do 1 or 2 runs at a time, and then you gotta put it away and come back to it a few weeks later or whatever.
Kind of taxing.
When I was trying to do that Twin Galaxies run, like it was really. I was playing it every night, and I just kept getting bad RNG, or I wouldn't get bonus lives, I wouldn't get good power-ups. I'd lose the orb straight away, and I'd be like, dude, and then I finally got that good run. But yeah, so, I'd love to see the video of the 1cc. I don't think it's on Twin Galaxies, though. It'd be super impressive.
No,
The
it was done
snakeheads.
by a video submission. I had a look because I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I want to watch this guy get 30 something mil, 39.
yeah. So
39
I was
million
doing a bit of a
700,000.
I was sort of mapping out how that would happen, and he definitely did bonus rooms. He definitely would have had to have extended the levels between the bonus room and the boss. He definitely got all the keys and got into the pleasure dome, and he must have won CC for that score. And even then, he must have had some good runs on the prize money, like the drops, because that score is huge, eh?
Is
So I was
there
sort
a,
of doing a
is there like a massive bonus for finishing the game?
well, that'd be that pleasure dome. Yeah, I reckon you'd be looking at maybe 10 million just in
Oh
that.
wow.
Um, yeah, so I was doing a projection on my run sheet, and something like my best run was 4.5 million end of level 1. Level 2, I think I was just over 10 million. And then the snakes on my first run or first time there, I got 15.9 million. But this is how much variation there is. On my Twin Galaxies run, I got to the snakes with 23.9 million. So there's like, we're talking, like 7-8 million
Huge
difference. Yeah. So,
that was your
other
score,
little
yeah,
cheeky.
23.9 mil.
Yeah. And then, it's funny, I was on my Twitch channel, which I think had a record of 6 viewers at one point. It was red hot that day. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I was playing it on Twitch, and I bet my record, so I got like another 400,000 or something. I know I had like 2 views or some dog shit thing like that, and I was like, oh man, there's no accounting for quality, eh? I was like, I poured like 45 minutes of wrist breaking, fatigue finger bloody gameplay into it, and there was like
Yeah.
2 views or some shit. So I
Was that
like,
the record that
thanks,
you
fellas.
got? Like on
Uh,
stream or?
Yeah, it's on stream. It would have been, I think it was like,
Nice.
must have been 24.3 or something. So yeah, just a little bit over. And
Nice.
yeah. Probably the last thing you could do to really maximize your score is don't kill the enemies too quick. For example, even in the first room alone, if you use the little mini nuke that blows them all away, you can
Yeah.
miss out on like a little cash drop that is, I think it's time based. Because I was mucking around with the first level, sorry, and I worked out if I stayed in there for as long as possible, there was a little mini drop of cash that appeared after 1 minute 30 or something.
Okay.
So you could milk them out, and it's quite manageable if you got a pretty good idea of how many waves are going to be going through. There is a funny little thing. If you take too long exiting the stage, this little homing landmine thing comes buzzsawing at you. So you got to get out of there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a funny
Right,
game.
so that's something built in, yeah, to stop you from leeching.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
man, yeah. So it's if you only played it casually, definitely give it another look.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
I
I'm
kind of like
gonna play it.
that it's look, there is a difficulty setting in there. You can put it on easy if you want, but I like that it's unapologetically difficult. Like it's just like, well, here's the game. If you want to be good at it, there's only one way to, you've got to really, really bust it to try and finish it.
Yeah.
Which is it's refreshing for SNES because a lot of SNES games are pretty easy compared to arcade. Like they're not difficult.
Yeah, because I guess they're trying to, be
It,
fun and not as much
yeah,
just take your money. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Like yeah, whereas this is just like straight up, yeah, it's difficult. That's
Yeah.
for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it's sort of more of a tips for players rather than a deep dive, I guess. But I really had a good time with it. That was one of the first games that I really dissected and did the little map drawings and really thought about what I was doing rather than just doing a blind run. Because some of those SNES games were just like get through the level, kill stuff, whereas this
Yeah.
was like you know, try to have 9 lives and keep the doubling orb for as long as possible, and hopefully you get a good run on the bosses and hope for the best. Like, really tough game.
Yeah, very strategic, hey. Mm.
Yeah.
And lots of wild, fast-paced action, just relentless is how I would describe it.
The voice sampling is just cheeseball city. Hey, it's great. Like, it's just really, yeah,
I'd buy
it's
that
fun.
for $1. That's all I can think of, but there's more, I know.
Yeah. And then that's from RoboCop. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny that yes, in that they go on the TV. I think it's a TV store, and so I'm like playing on one of the little TVs down there.
Yeah. Nice.
And there's a Total Carnage plays on that old bar that for $1. I think the enemy says it to you. So like they're
cool.
just continuing that little joke.
Cool.
Yeah.
Little Easter egg. That's awesome. So I forgot to mention that there was that event. I think I spoke about it last time. The event it's called Southwest Sydney September Fest. I think I mentioned in the last podcast that Ben Benasek was running at his place, and it was just a bunch of the guys from the GTS Discord, the Game System Discord. I think you probably saw it. They had just a get together and a bunch of games where there was an overall winner, I guess, for the whole night or weekend. I think it was a night, maybe it was a weekend. I'm not sure. But the games were Monkey Ball, so arcade, John Wick, Pinball, Road Rash, arcade, I believe. Could be Mega Drive. Katakis on Commodore 64. No, Road Rash is a Mega Drive game, right? I don't think that was an arcade game. Anyway.
Yeah, the Mega Drive, PS1.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
Yeah.
Hang On, I think. Densha to Go. I don't know what that is. I know the name. Jurassic Park, Neo Turf Masters, and R-Type, and Hero Quest. And I think Hero Quest is a board game. I'll just quickly run through who won each category. So Monkey Ball was BSS, which is, I believe, Matt from the game. This is Matt Tolhurst, I believe. And we've got John Wick was Mark. So Mark Bell. Road Rash was Matt Tolhurst. Katakis was Huego, which is John. I can't. Do you remember his last name?
Pansini.
Pansini. There it is. Sorry, mate. Forgot it. And Matt Tolhurst took out Densha to Go, and Ben Benasek took out Jurassic Park. I think Jurassic Park must be a pinball as well.
It was on like Game Boy, wasn't it, as well? Remember that?
Yeah, I think there is a Jurassic Park on Game Boy. Maybe it wasn't a pinball. Maybe it was a console game.
It was definitely on SNES. It was definitely Jurassic Park SNES. I'm sure it was on Game Boy. Hey.
Yeah,
I might be thinking of Alien.
Doesn't say what platform. I'm sure it's in there somewhere, but I'm not going to search for the Discord now. Let's see. I'm just going to open up the spreadsheet that I found a link to, see what that has. It still doesn't have it. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. Let's find that list again. Neo Turf Masters was a tie between John Pansini and Mark Bell for hole 6. R-Type was Mark Bell. Hero Quest was Ben Benasek and Owashua. And
right. Pat was there, eh?
Yeah.
There you go.
On your Patty. And there wasn't a comp, I think I mentioned last time, for Katakis, but that was for the Too Tight to Travel category, so people who couldn't travel. And I won Katakis. People who could like put in a score from anywhere, and I don't think many people did. Let's have a look. I don't know if it's in this spreadsheet, but I won with a score of something. I can't find that either. I think it was 200k ish from memory, maybe 180. But either way, Ben Vanasek, the legend, he had trophies and medals and stuff made, and I still haven't opened it. As you can see, I tried. It's sitting on my desk, and you can see I tried, and I was like, this is a too hard basket, because I'm such a tight ass. I'm trying to keep the paper for when I sell stuff. So I'm just going to rip into it now, and whatever
You
happens.
can put it up on your wall. Put it up on your wall as is.
Yeah, just a brown paper bag.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's packed it in bubble wrap too. That's very considerate. So thank you for that, mate. Okay, rest in peace.
Jeez, it was well packed, eh?
Yeah, man, it's not fucking around.
Oh, another layer. Good lord.
Geez, that's macroplastic, not microplastic. Get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, very well packed. Jeez, should have thought this through and got a pair of scissors or something. More, this is good, because I need, I always need more bubble wrap for when I sell stuff. Dude. Alright, I've got it. It comes in a little box.
Ooh, hello.
I don't know what
Yeah, okay.
the heck that is, but that's cool.
Mm.
Maybe just a box he had around. Oh. And it says
Awesome, man.
SWSS 25, so Southwest Sydney Septemberfest. Too tight to travel, Katakis. Oh! He put some funny stickers on it. Look, it says for rectal use only.
Bloody hell.
I
Where
almost
did that come
didn't-
from?
I don't know, I almost didn't look at it. That's so
Jeez,
fucking
that's making
funny.
you wonder now, isn't it?
So that's what I'm supposed to do with this? Put it up my butt? Dude, he's given me... Look, he's given me... rectal use only stickers.
Oh man, that's worth going in the comp alone for that. That's great.
Oh, man. Gee, that's funny. I'm going to use those. I'll just put them randomly on like stuff I sell on eBay.
We're just, I want to know about the stickers. We're going to get the,
Yeah, where
the
did you-
story on the stickers.
And it's got
You get,
a
like-
little pair of shorts on there.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, you get like a lifetime supply of bloody hemorrhoid cream or something, you know? Like,
Yeah, what are you up to, Mr. Banasic? What are you up to, mate?
bloody hell, Ben. Yeah,
Who
we,
needs
we
that?
want the story.
Who needs that
We'll
many
have to
for
get him
rectal
on
use
here.
only stickers? And who needs that many reminders? You think you'd
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, you wouldn't forget it if you had it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where it's meant to go. Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny. That was just tucked in there. You must have a shitload of them. Just thought I would appreciate it. Thanks, man. I do appreciate them.
I've been waiting the entire time for that package to be opened, you know?
I think he
He's
has.
like, yeah, Sean took that well. He hasn't said anything.
I've got a message from him that I need to reply to.
Yeah.
So there it is, and it's got a fucking sticker on it that says for rectal use only.
Oh, mate, that's a keeper right there.
Well, I know where I'll be storing that, I guess.
Right up the Katakis.
Right up the It's going to be the smelliest metal I've ever had.
Oh, dude.
That's so
Yeah.
funny, man. Thank you so much, Ben. I'll tell him that it was featured on the podcast. He's going to love that I unboxed it. That wasn't planned at all. I just had been lazy and hadn't done it yet.
Yeah.
I thought, why not? How good
You
is
just
that?
happen to have all those stickers lying around the house. Oh, dude, you got to leave them around now for your new house guests.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, there's something we need to know about, Sean.
Yeah. Michelle, why is Sean putting rectal stickers on everything?
Why is there chocolate?
Oh.
You know, you got to leave. You got to leave the stickers in different places, and then just some like little bit of melty chocolate on the fridge, or you know what I mean, like just different places. You'll
Yeah.
start like I put the two and two together and be like, oh, dude,
This guy is a sicko. Something's wrong with him.
maybe on the toothpaste or something,
Yeah. Oh, not the toothpaste. You sicko. All right, I'll tuck that
Yeah.
away. Keep that for a rainy day. I think that does us, man. I'm wrecked. That was big.
Yeah.
We got to try to. I guess we got to try to be more succinct, or I don't know. It doesn't feel like we're dragging on too much. Maybe we are. Let us know in the comments. Let us know if we're talking too much shit. I don't care if we are anyway. Bugger off. No one's making you listen. It's free. That's good. That'll get us some listeners.
That'll get them in.
Yeah. I didn't mean that. I take it all back.
Mean.
Yeah. We're not going to get bloody Arnott Shapes to sponsor us like that, are we?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Where are they? Oh, I think I've eaten them all.
Shout out
The
to
Arnott
Collectibles
Shapes
by
on-
Tris as well.
Hey, yeah.
Hit him up
The man.
for some good deals. He's always getting in new stuff. Pokemon cards. He's got these awesome acrylic cases. Have you seen those, man? I thought about getting some, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got like a little slide and stuff underneath.
Yeah, he designed
get it
them and
out?
got them made like specially, so that there's an affordable option out there, and they're super affordable. Collectiblesbytris.com. Yeah, just awesome. I'm gonna quickly share my screen because I'm on his website now. There we are. Yeah, boom, boom. And if we go, let's go search for. I'm just gonna search for acrylic, and hopefully it knows what I want.
Here's the story with this.
There we go. These are the acrylic cases he's made. Look at the prices. Have you ever seen an acrylic case for 22 or 25 Australian dollars? That doesn't exist, not even close.
Yeah, man. So this poster has a bit of a story behind it. This was salvaged out of the toilets. When I say the toilets, it wasn't in the toilets. It was in the sort of wall partition at the old arcade.
Oh, yeah?
There were some other posters and stuff there. Like I didn't, just raid a toilet.
Not this
but
time.
I just thought, it's such a nice, really thick, glossy cardboard, and it's his design and everything. And I was like, I can't just like leave it there. I'm sure someone would have grabbed it, but I was like, man, I'm just going to grab it myself. So there you go.
So
Salvaged from the old one-up toilets, and lives to fight another day.
Yeah, is it in frame? Or what is?
Well, kind of is. It's got it's my uni frame, but I need to get a frame for it, so I just kind of stuck it over the top.
Oh, right, looks really good. Nice.
Yeah.
What does it say down the bottom?
Just collectibles by Tris. In like silver pen.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So it's kind of signed by him too.
Yeah, it's by the man himself. So this will be worth some big bucks one day.
You betcha. Yeah, he's doing a great job, eh?
Yeah, bloody oath. Yeah, he's like one of the hardest working, owner operators there is, eh? Like he's always got like a Facebook update, like a short or something, and he's like, fucking looks like he hasn't slept. Like he's been up 23 hours a day, like fixing stuff and getting stuff out the door.
I wonder how he has so much time. And I look at, I actually look. I try to stay off my phone and stuff. I'm not the best at it sometimes, but I look forward to watching his. His are always at the front of my stories to watch because it knows I want to see it because it's like cool shit. He's just doing repairs. He's showing cool stuff, and he's got a nice English accent, easy on the ears.
Yeah,
I can't do it properly, but all right, guys, it's Tris here. I've got my nice acrylic cases. I've been working really hard, but it's like a hybrid. We've got some new drops coming. We've got some Pokemon cards. It's awesome, man. It sounds a bit Aussie, but a bit English, Anyway, I'm not making fun of you, Tris. I like it, man. I just like doing accents.
I feel like Tris's accent is more pronounced over like the iPhone speakers or like the Facebook, out of Facebook. Because when you talk to him, I can barely hear an accent at all. Just yeah, it's quite
Right.
interesting, eh?
It's his persona
Yeah.
that comes through when he's on camera. That definitely happens. People
Yeah.
are slightly different.
Got a little bit
Yeah.
of Jamie Oliver going on. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got to feed these kids something healthy.
They've got 5 minutes. That's more MasterChef. Yeah. Oh yeah, didn't the kids love the healthy shit? Eh?
Oh,
And
the
then he
school
gives them
dinners.
nuggets again. They're like nuggets. He's
Yeah.
like, you little bastards.
Yeah, man. Oh, they counted
Like,
like
come on, Jamie.
they were counting pizza as like a vegetable because it had tomato paste on it or something in the States. Yeah, close
Yeah.
enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Anyway, check out collectiblesbytris.com. Listen to Play It Up podcasts, and your life will be sweet. I think that's a good outro, mate. We are focusing on. I'm going to finish Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm going to keep playing Yakuza, play a bit of Halo for the Game Boy Color, keep playing NES Tetris, Pokemon Unbound, and maybe I'll throw in some Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. Maybe I'll smash out a little Super Smash TV. That's me.
No. I'm just gonna.
I was
gonna do
reading off the
Expedition.
spreadsheet, so you know.
I'm probably just going to do probably do a double loop on Expedition 33. I think it's good enough to. I want to see all of it,
Oh,
and then get into a bit of probably start Returnal,
yeah.
and then maybe mix it up with a little bit of SNES Classic action. I think maybe go back to a little cheeky title.
Ooh.
I've got a game coming. Should be here next week. It's 11 minutes. That's it. 11-minute game.
On Super Nintendo.
It's PS2, but yeah, just for all these 100-hour games. This one's 11 minutes. Yeah,
What? I'm excited to see what that is.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to say what it is. Maybe other people will then copy me. 11-minute game on PS2. Google. Am I ruining it? I mean, other people could do that too.
save
Don't do
yourself
it.
the surprise. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll make sense if you think about it long enough.
Yeah, maybe it's. I don't think I know what it is. Now I'm getting like several different things come up. So anyway, I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to know until you tell me.
Really?
Love it. All right, mate. I'll edit this up and get it out sometime soon. I hope there's not too much editing because it's going to be a whopper. Double whopper with cheese and bacon. It should be pretty straightforward.
There's a reasonable chunk at the start. Hey, I think we were like just dribbling shit for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we kind of just rolled into the start. Hey, like we didn't even like really even.
No, we didn't. It was a little bit. I'll see if I can make it work and see if it's appropriate enough.
Just like we didn't really sign off. We were just kept going.
Yeah.
Oh man! Holy shit, dude! So it's like 3.5 hours or something. 3 hours.
Might be something like that. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Sorry that it's so long. Maybe we'll see. Maybe you like that. I like a long podcast. If it's a podcast I like, I don't want it to end. So maybe people will want this to end.
If you're driving to Darwin, we got the we
Yeah.
only need 2 of our podcasts and you'll be there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It'd be sweet. It's instead of thinking like, oh shit, it's like a 50-hour drive. Oh, it's only 3 episodes of Play It Up. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. See you guys.
There you go. See you next time.